team needs to be tough tonight, Daryl. You know, you can't just leave it up to a Willem Drew or an Ollie Wines or Zach Butters. They all have to get in there.
And as great as they've been, haven't they? Wines and Drew have been outstanding and a major part of them lifting up over the last 6 to 7 weeks. But yet even such a calm, cool player like Drew, who's one of the best players in the club below his feet, just see him fumble with that first stoppage last week, and you thought, ooh, what are we in for here?
Does he get Newcombe? You put Drew to Newcombe?
I think so. I think he has. I think
to.
that's the right match.
So we've got Big Craig there. We might go down to the ground shortly. I think we're going to have the national anthem, but we'll keep an eye on that. We may go down there. We'll continue on here for now. Defenders to watch today, thanks to Murray Pest Control. Play Pest at their own game with the team from Murray's.
Yeah, look, I love Bergman. I love his game. He was probably the only decent player for Port Adelaide last week.
Well done, Waco. Let's go down to ground level now. Mark Soderstrom's had a new haircut for this announcement.
Tonight, the second semi-final between Port Adelaide and Hawthorn. The AFL acknowledges the Kaurna people, the traditional owners of the land we gather on today, and pay our respects to elders past and present. We acknowledge we play our great game on this land and respect the cultures of all First Peoples, their contribution to our nation and contribution to the game of Australian rules football. To conduct an official welcome, can you please welcome senior Kaurna man and former Port Adelaide player Mickey O'Brien.
Tuela Manibone, Tuela Wakadapatne, Naigana Biako, Makalankala, Marwachanga Ganamiana. Ganamiana Wangadi Marina Budni, Gani Yatana, Hiridi Yata, Tanda Wama, Na Yala Yala, Goltapina. Yada Boti Irabina, Ka Ganya Yorna, Tina Pandu, Nakapandi. It is welcome to you, to the people, the fans that have come here today on Kaurna country and here at Adelaide Oval, the Kangaroo Plains. We bring you great blessings. We also wish the umpires well. We wish both teams, both being Port Adelaide and the Hawks, a wonderful game tonight as they fight on this field tonight. May the best team win. In our game of possum skin football, the honour was to bury the ball after the game. Tonight, the winners will have the opportunity to play next week in a prelim. So we say to you, Nakara Nei Tayu, Paraninga, Tangi Wilda, it is wonderful that you can come and welcome to Kaurna country, and may you feel the spirit of our people as they here at this stadium tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle Mickey. Now, if you are able, would you please now rise, remove your hats, join with the coaches, players and umpires for the Australian National Anthem to be performed by Chloe Castledine.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is birth by sea, our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. Eternal strength and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Is well and truly set for this one. The first semi-final, Port Adelaide taking on the Hawks. It's going to be a massive game. This has been the pre-game show thanks to Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer or oh what a feeling, Toyota. All right, we're live in the commentary box thanks to GoBox, the easy way to move and store. GoBox SA. Boys, let's get to the easy bit. Who wins and by how much?
Well, I'm going to go Hawthorn. Last week I went Port Adelaide confidently and it didn't work out, so I'm hoping it reverse psychology tonight. Kim, I'm going to pick Hawthorn by 20 points.
20 points, Waco.
Port Adelaide by a kick.
By a kick.
And that's a 6-point kick.
Yeah, I was on Perth Radio yesterday.
Kimbo, you went Port Adelaide to go top this year, so you've got to stick with Port.
Fat. I went yesterday, spoke to Paul Hazelby, went Port Adelaide by 9 points. Obviously, I'm not a total idiot, not with a lot of confidence. Very little, but I am expecting a really tight affair. But, gee, the mind games that would play in Port Adelaide's head if Hawthorn get off to a quick start.
Yeah, that's going to be the thing. It'll be flashbacks of last week, and as we said, especially for that, the hole is in that small defence of Port Adelaide. Who do you get the matchups for them small, fleet-footed forwards for Hawthorn?
Big Willie, who won the toss?
Not sure. But once again, like last week, Kim, no breeze, so conditions perfect, absolutely perfect. So
a little breezy to the. Well, we're on the outer side. When I say to the right of the radio dial, I mean to the left. That's how people will be watching it from home. So the northern end. I think look at that down there, Willie. Yeah. We'll be favouring that one. No, it gets swirly down
northern
there.
End. Wakes, I reckon the start is so crucial for Port this week. If you give Hawthorn any bit of confidence, the young Hawks say really got to have a crack.
Yeah, and we don't expect to see from Port Adelaide just an all-out attack, but what you want to see is accountability. I want to see them engaging each player and not leaving the man too early. Waiting for that ball to fall their way and make it a real contest, real arm wrestle early. No easy ball.
We had a lot of text coming through today, and it was weird, but I could understand where the Port supporters were coming from. They're saying they need to start and approach this like a showdown. Now, this is a final. A final's more important than a showdown, isn't it?
Well, it's the urgency that they come in with, though, isn't it?
Exactly.
Both teams.
And we didn't see it last week. We are from the hospitality suite on the eastern side. Everyone's up and about in front of us. There's going to be some atmosphere tonight, so bear with us. We've got scarves in front of us, beanies in front of us. We can't see a thing, but it'll be big. It'll be once we get underway, boys. All right, I'm tipping them by 9 points. David Wildy, Hawthorn by 20. And the big fella, the premiership player, Dale Wakelin, is saying it's 6 points. So Port Adelaide are kicking to the River Torrens end. Asavarana Galea is lining up at centre half forward. The opening bounce is about to get underway. We'll look at some of the matchups. Warpool is in there, and so too is the Horn Dog. Here's David Wildy to get this one underway.
Yeah, D-Day for Port Adelaide. Port gun the southern end, big crowd in, full house.
Rosie head-to-head against Newcombe.
And Horn Francis on Warpool right in the centre. First ball crucial. Sweet had it lost at Warpool. Gets the first possession. Kicks over the right shoulder up towards half forward. Little Watson there, the Wizard. Oh, they got him quickly and hit him hard. I said. He got hit with everything but the kitchen sink then.
I want to see the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. That was a beautiful tackle. Here we go, Willie. It's right in front of us. All right, a bit high.
Wow. He had his head ripped off. He just screwed it back on.
I said it's Power Nation. It's a pro call.
So the little Wizard, maybe too far to score it. He's kicked more behinds than goals this year, but lately far more accurate.
Jace Burgoyne coming back, fumbled that ball, allowed Watson to come through.
So Watson, this is a big moment for Budget Car and Truck. In the first minute, the Wizard, from all the 50 to the northern end, gets close to the man of the mark, strikes it nicely, but it's going to drift left. It's a minor score, got the carry easily. In the opening minute, it is a point to the Hawks, and that's on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard.
Kicks a good ball, doesn't he? Great penetration for such a small fella.
So Miles Bergman with the re-entry. We'd love a little coast-to-coast on Power Nation, thanks to Hyundai. The Hyundai run-out is on now. The Iceman, the Birdman, goes straight down the guts. A lot of positivity. The ball punched away from Sicily. It's a race for pace. The old fella Bokey was there. Ball picked up by Mead. Terrible handball. They've turned it over again. Ball comes out, goes long down, and Ginnivan had it, lost it. Spent too much time in Ebenezer Place today as sucking lattes.
I like that matchup. I had Sin v Ginnivan. They've got that right. That's a big tick for mine early, Kimbo.
So throw in on the outer side, half forward flank. The Hawks kicking to the northern end of Adelaide Oval. First semi-final, everything on the line for Port supporters and Kenny Hinkley. Sweet opposed to Meek. Meek had the tap, got a second crack at it. Taken nicely there by Boat. Those old legs pumping. Got it over to Wines. In turn to Mead. Now over to Rioli. Can he hit a target? No. He looked for DBJ and missed him just like they did last week.
Free kick to Port Adelaide and Ben Jones
You're kidding me.
Kicks her in the pocket. Here they come. Can they get an early mark? No.
Chopping.
Wasn't chopping? No.
All right.
Talking about Georgiades.
Are the opportunities that will come though, Kimbo, when you get that in fast there? They haven't got a big back line, so you expect a few frees against. That's where they'll get the opportunities as well.
Red hot opening.
Liking some of these matchups, boys.
Yeah, we'll get them all to you shortly. Looks like Nash is going to Ollie Wines too. So ball thrown in. Sweet just needs to get to the ground. He did get to the ground. Mead first onto it. They wrap him up. And caught there by Sarong, who's the brother of Caleb Sarong. A lot taller than him, though.
I tell you what, boys, they can't rely on their kings. We know they've got some top-end talent, but players like Mead, who was quiet last week, 8 or 9 possessions, needs to have the game of his life tonight.
So Sweet again, 30 up from Port Adelaide's goal, southern end. They'd love an early start. Big Jordan Sweet against Meek. Morrison had it. Got it down now to D'Ambrosio. Walker got away. Second time was he caught. Umpire said yes. It's a free kick to Port Adelaide. Red hot pressure.
Is that lucky? They call it.
They missed the first
Here's
one.
the GJ Gardner. Here's the GJ Gardner replay. Oh, I don't know. I thought he might have. Here we go. We'll get a better idea here. Let's look at this one. Well, that was a handball.
So the ball with Connor.
Like he got a handball.
D'Ambrosio. They're about lucky there, and Warple involved. So round the body. Big moment here. Rosie kicks a goal. So Port Adelaide something out of nothing. A bright start there. They all run up to Connor Rosie. They're playing with a bit more intent even early days than last week. Nice goal.
Have a look at that.
I mean, you
That's
look
what you
for
want
the
to see.
signs, don't you? It hasn't been pretty. It's been a little bit fumbly. We saw Mead fumble, Burgoyne fumble. Hasn't been ideal, but on that occasion, just a few lucks of fortune for Port Adelaide. You look for their moments as a Port Adelaide supporter. Pushing the back, Burn Jones got split. Poor kick, but he got the free. Gets it in. Georgiadis nearly a chop of the arms. And we get a holding the ball. It shows they're on in that forward 50.
Anything in life, you need a little bit of luck. I think Port Adelaide may have had a little bit, but they're putting themselves in the right places. They lead by 5 points on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard. We love their support. This is Power Nation, thanks to Hyundai and Panasonic Air Conditioning. Ball back centre field. Oh, Horn Francis opposed to Jai Newcomb. Talk about 2 balls in a paddock. Have a look at that. Yes, it's all happening. Ball comes down. Good tap by Sweet. Went out to the captain in Rosie again. Kicks off the centre half forward. Radagalier tried to crash his way through. Wrapped up in a tackle. Got the handball away. Hawks wanted a free kick. None forthcoming. Ball comes back to Hardwick. Kicks it long on the right. Alier pushed underneath the football. First player back there is Josh Sand. He needs to be quick. Shrugs the tackle. Gets on that dangerous left. Lucky kick. Goes over to Boak. He went to the top to Asava. Hurry up, Asava. Now he kicks long to a one-on-one, and Georgiades couldn't take it. Ball comes down the ground level. Scrimshaw all over him. Number of players there. Crowd wanted holding the ball. Umpire says, give it to me. 20 metres out.
Yeah. Lucky there, DBJ, I tell you. He had opportunity.
This is a red-hot footy. Port Adelaide again, only 10 metres out from goal. Radagalier! Goal touched. It won't get there. They'll force it through behind. Asava Radagalier, real good chance there.
Well, boys, fair to say, they're looking a bit better than this time of the first quarter last week.
7
they're in the
plays,
game.
1. Zach Butters on the ground as he started on the bench. Have not seen
Haven't
him. Wakes, keep an eye on him.
All right, we'll have a look over there. I think he might be on the week. You got the big binoculars, Willie. See if you can find him. Or a risky kick
Yeah, about
comes
to
in.
come on.
Yeah, nice mark taken by Newcomb.
Narkle started.
Yes, that was surprising. Alier takes an intercept mark in front of the members by the interchange gates over there. Well, all the stats today, that'll be courtesy of Lodex Equipment Hire. No mark paid, had a little fumble. So we're going to get a throw in. We look at the replay. Ooh, I think that's fair enough. I think it's fair enough. So throw in on the outer side. We'll have a look at the ruck work. Big Meek used his body brilliantly. Ball goes down towards the boundary line again. Rosie's been everywhere, couldn't control it. Warple gives him a bit of a slap and a tickle. So does Newcomb. We'll have take 2, another throw in.
Sure about that, Kimbo. I would have paid that. I would have paid that.
I didn't think he controlled it, Waco, but it's Power Nation. I'm happy to go with you. Shocking decision.
So Butters on the ground. Meek and Sweet go at it. Ball to Grungy. Port Adelaide look a lot better already. And then Zach Butters on the left, kicks up towards half-forward flank, pushing and shoving. Could have been a free kick. Hawthorn not paid. They're under the pump now. Sicily, Marshall, he's got the job on Sicily. Now to Hardwick, gets bundled, pressured, and thrown over the line. Todd Marshall.
That's got to be a free.
That's got to be reversed. That's front on contact. Has to be reversed,
So
surely.
it's on. They've got Zach Butters by the ribs. Ward. So what's happening? They're going to throw it in. Players going down. And they toss it back in. And are the rucks ready? Yes, they are. Big Meek. Someone got a foot to a little back heel. Ollie winds the ball a bit hot there. Meek did really well. Gets hold of it again. Gets it out to Ward, who receives it back on the left. Gee, the pressure dial has been turned right up. And it'll go out of bounds, neutral wing, western side.
Well, we expected it. As soon as Butters came on the ground, they're putting a bit of heat, a bit of extra work into his body. As we look at the GJ Gardner's replay there, Willie Rioli was looking for a free kick. Umpire wouldn't buy into it. So we take a look at the clock. 7 minutes gone in the first term. And that's thanks to Paramount Browns. Love their support. If you got scrap metal, get in touch with them. Ball to be thrown in on the outer side. And now we have a ball up on the members' wing.
Great tackle there by Butters, so that was good to see him getting involved.
It's a great sign for Port Adelaide. They're not intimidated at all in this game.
6-point advantage to Port Adelaide. Great mark by Willie Rioli. Give that him again. Real estate mark of the day. The kick's not great though. And the intercept mark taken there by Impey. No, dropped it. Yes, paid. And how do you feel, Waco, as an ex-Port player? You've got some Port players out there playing for the opposition, Impey and Amon.
It's the game these days, isn't it? Amon's been outstanding. Impey, I didn't think he'd have the extension of his career that he's shown. He's been outstanding as well.
Yeah, approaching 200 games, Jarman Impey. He's had a real good career. Newcomb now is averaging 33 possessions last 3 games. Summer Hawthorn extract the footy and move it along the wing. Port Adelaide has stopped their flow so far, but here's a chance for Ginnivan who can pick it up. He runs towards 50, took it a turn in to give it. Now he handballs it over to Morrison. In the pocket, they've got Joel. So finally, they get a shot at goal and they worked that beautifully.
That could have been a lot worse for Port Adelaide. I don't like Scholl's chances from out there. That's probably not a bad result at this stage.
Left-footed too, isn't he?
Yep.
So Scholl's been good. He's been disciplined this year.
He ran hard then.
They said his pressure acts in the forward line as good as anyone in the competition. So to answer the Port Adelaide goal, only one scored so far. 9 minutes played. 9 minutes played as we wait for Joel to come in. That's a Paramount Browns clock. 9 gone. Joel now for Hawthorn's first. Hits it pretty well. Lands on the line and Port Adelaide happy to knock it through. So 2 behinds to Hawthorn. Port Adelaide 7, the margin 5.
I'll tell you what, Cal Shatir wasn't far off at clunking that one. Just slipped through the fingers. They've just been behind the line. But he just flies at everything, doesn't he?
He's a beauty. He's going to be a superstar. We'll get all the Latex equipment high stats for you shortly. All the big ball winners. Ball comes back into play on the outer side. It's a 3-on-3. Waiting for it to come out. There was Willem Drew. Couldn't get it. The kick goes astray. Taken by Burgoyne. Plays on quickly. Goes back to the outer side. The members' side. And Sparkle Narkle takes the mark, but he pumps the brake. Doesn't like what he sees. Kicks it in low. Not a great kick. Willie Rioli. Good closing pressure. Forces the ball over the boundary line on the member side. Another good result in a 50-50 contest for Port.
Rioli's been outstanding. Laid a couple cracker tackles. He's bringing the heat. He's evening up them 50-50 balls. He's just not allowing that intercept mark to happen, bringing it to ground.
Quick stats, Willie, where the ball gets thrown in. Morrison 4 possessions, Newcomb 4 possessions, Mead and Radicalia 3.
She makes a big strong man. He works it towards the boundary. Gunston, the veteran, up against Alear. Alear somehow kept the ball in and then took it out. Almost threw it out in the end.
All those stats, of course, thanks to our good friends at Latex Equipment Hire. 2 days for the price of 1 every weekend. Pop down there and see big Jason Carey.
Horn Francis quiet so far. Started on the ground. Not sure he's out of position as he can. Maybe one.
Should have started on the bench, Willie.
Yeah, maybe. Meek again. Sweet. Ball to ground. Hawthorn in there, half of the ground, but it's Rosie that brings it back towards the wing. Bounces once. Overhead of a couple. George Yardis there, 2 and Sarong. Ball goes out of play. So a tight opening. Port Adelaide 1-1-7. Hawthorn 2 points. Toolkit Depot scoreboard.
Yeah, 11.5 minutes gone on the Paramount Browns scoreboard clock, I should say. If you've got scrap metal, get in touch with Paramount Browns. All right, things have just settled down now.
I like the fact that Port Adelaide just looking for yardage. They're banging it on. They're just getting 20 metres here, 20 metres there. They're not playing a pretty game. Just keeping themselves in it early.
Well, it's only early days. They've been the better side so far. So ball goes along the members' wing and taken over the line again by Lockie Jones. We'd love some of these role players to have the game of their life tonight, and he needs one. He's had a couple of average weeks as he goes to the bunker for a bit of a spell to suck it in a little bit. Power Nation, thanks to Hyundai. The Hyundai run out on now, and Panasonic air conditioning. Love their support. Ball came down to Ginnivan, wrapped up in a tackle. Horn Dog's been quiet. A little bit of push and shove, and he gets a free kick against Ginnivan. All right. Normally hits a target. There's not a lot of movement. It's all become very stagnant all of a sudden.
I think Hawthorn conceded the lowest amount of 50s in the season, Kimbo, so they do that pretty well, get players back.
I think it would have been It would have been a deliberate
Here we
call.
go. Here we go. Sorry, Waco. Hold that. Logan Evans found it. Got it back to Jason Horn-France. Oh, and a big, strong mark taken by Scrimshaw. What a player he is, Jack Scrimshaw. 195, 4 centimetres.
Yeah, McGain real estate marking that I did that well. So deep in defence, Hawthorn really struggling to go forward. The kick there was good though, and Meek marked. Geez, he's an improved footballer, isn't he?
What?
Big Lloyd Meek came from Freo, backs his kick, kicks towards Chol. Kick wasn't good enough.
Here we go. Here we go.
Gets the scraps, goes back to Horn-Francis. A little dinky kick goes out wide, did pretty well in the end.
Gee, they've set up well, the Hawks, haven't they?
Sin outstanding back there, getting back into the line of fire there with Chol. That was outstanding.
Here's the big switch.
Got the pink boots, goes to Bergman. Oh, just a little fumble there. Logan Evans, normally good kick. That's a nice one to Zerk Thatcher. So just playing keepings off. Zerk Thatcher, what's he going to do?
Playing a bit more possession game, taking control, not just banging it down the line.
Goes to a Lear. Chol came in. Did they play the mark? No, they didn't. It was touch on the end. Now Drew works it up towards centre half forward. Out comes Meek again. Crashes the pack. Radically had to go hard. He did. Emerged with a footy. Asava, well done. Getting back there is Weddle. Under the pump. Georgiades tried to hand. Give it to Narco. Narco high kick towards full forward. Just about goes the distance marked on the last line by Nat. Good grab by the Hawk.
McGuinness takes it. McGuinness, yeah. And now they're going to have a crack at rolling the dice. The ball comes out to Dylan Moore, all 177 centimetres with him.
Bergman rolling back here on the wing. Good spot.
All right, so Moore kicks it long. Down the outer wing. Big fist there by Burgoyne. Taken by Evans. Took him on. Got it back to Burgoyne. Looping handball over towards Boak. Possession number 4 thanks to Lodex. Not a good kick inside 50 again though. And a diving mark's been taken there by Hardwick.
Hardwick did well to aim on. So good by foot. That's why they love using him. Now to Ward. Just a dinky kick again. Oh, wasn't a great kick. Butters tried to sweep with the position. Here goes McDonald. Can have a bounce. Looks up. Nothing in front of him. He's flanked by a couple of Hawks. To his left and to his right. Now they finally move it forward. What can they do? Hawthorn only 25 out of all over. It's McGuinness again. He's at both ends of the ground. Now a shot from Weddle. No, he should have gone the whole way. Didn't. Here's Hawthorn under the pump. More. But caught high, did he? No. Weddle again. Weddle around the body. Pressure enormous. Out of play on the ball.
Oh, Waco, you like that?
Absolutely, Kimbo. You've got to make him earn every kick, especially that kick inside 50. Just push him back, push him wide.
70-30 all the way for the Hawks then. Enormous pressure from Port Adelaide. Now they kick it down the line. Asava takes a contested mark on the outer wing. Wants to look for a handball. Butters, just like a little blowfly in a bottle, runs himself into trouble. Takes a little bounce. Needs to hit a target. Put himself under pressure. Kicks it like a sandwich. It's an awful kick. Mark taken way too easy.
Terry, he shouldn't have asked for that. He just wanted to get a stat, I think, then.
And he does that
puts
too.
pressure on the game. You end up getting 50 metres less down the ground.
The Thatch got underneath that. Porter under pressure, but he was tunnelled. He gets the free kick. There's Ed Butters. Beautiful play, but he does it too often. Runs around in circles. Got to give the first thought. The ball goes out to Burgoyne. Let's see if Port can open him up. Dinky little pass. And he finds Logan Evans. Evans in turn brings it back in there. Oh, that's an awful kick. He's kicked it to 2 Hawthorn players. This will end up a goal. Ball kicked up high. Alir, the wizard from behind. Alir stood his ground. Showed great courage. Ball goes down to Burgoyne. He's wrapped up in a tackle. Gets a free kick for a push in the back. That is a let-off for Port Adelaide. That was bloody awful football.
Logan Evans, for the first time this year since coming into the side. Last week, he just looked a little bit off. He's making decisions that are very unusual for him.
Nice courage there by Burgoyne. Ball goes very close to the boundary. Umpire said it was touch. They'll throw it in on the outer wing.
Well, after a fast start where both sides were up and about, it's a little scrappy now.
5 goals, mate. We're Gimbo. Had so many last week. It's unbelievable pressure, though. Port Adelaide's defence holding up with all the young guns. Meek's been good in the ruck. Ollie Wines against him. Comes down to D'Ambrosio. Massimo hasn't he played some good footy this year? Kicks in the shoulder direction. Burgoyne came in and lent a hand. Zerk Thatcher wants a free kick. Nothing doing, said the umpire.
17 minutes gone in this first term. In the last 5 minutes, Hawthorn have taken back the momentum, haven't they?
Yeah, but not on the scoreboard, though.
No.
I like the way they're setting up. Zerk Thatcher, he'll engage with Chol. the wingers, half-backers getting back, spoiling it, killing the contest. That's what they continually need to do.
Ball thrown in inside 50 for the Hawks. They're kicking to the northern end of Adelaide Oval. Handball goes from Burgon. He's been good. Smothered by D'Ambrosio. In comes Sparkle Narkle. Little handball to Ollie Wines. Haven't called his name much. Kicks around his body. Big fist forward. That was good football. Goes down towards the members' wing. Big footy to win here. It's 3-on-3. Asava's been huge. Ball comes out to Darcy Byrne-Jones, but Asava wins the free kick.
He's been good.
He's won some crucial one-on-one contests. So he's got the ball on the members' wing. 18 minutes gone in the first term. That's on the Paramount Browns clock. Kim Dillon with you along with David Wildy and Darryl Wakeland. Kick goes down the outer side. Big mark taken. No, Sicily not paid. Ball comes back. Port Adelaide spoil each other. Lockie Jones gets it. Dumps it inside 50 looking for the horn dog. Ball comes to ground level. He's got a player to beat. He can't keep it. Over the top of him is Impey. And the umpire says dead heat. We'll have a ball up in the right forward pocket. River Torrens end of the Adelaide Oval.
He's a strong boy, Jason Horn-Francis. Really strong for a kid. Ball tossed in again. Port Adelaide a real chance here if they can keep it in. Marshall tried to, but snared by Sarong. Goes for the big journey. Almost a mark there to Butters. Gee, a lot of mistakes being made, really are at the moment. Nash got it the ward. Up towards the wing. Over there, they have Lockie Jones. The lead did well. Cool in crisis. Now to Sin. Sin's delivery perfect to Drew. Port Adelaide looking dangerous now. Kicking in the pocket. Can they find a mark here? Out comes Georgiades. And Mitchie boy marks. 40 out from goal. Tight angle.
They need this. They need this. I love the way Port Adelaide is setting up behind the ball. They've got the right matchups. Alir. Rooch will be happy he's been kept back there.
So would you. You agreed with him. Oh, Willie, I tell you what, the boys wanted Alir to go to centre half forward yesterday. I thought it was the worst call ever.
Positive is Radicali is in the game. That's real key.
He's had a great year, Mitch Georgiades, 40 goals for the year. Normally a pretty good kick. This will take his best. Doesn't see a lot of daylight. He's in the right forward pocket, southern end. Georgiades kick on its way. Umpires barely moved. Now he has. It's a behind. A point to Port Adelaide. They get a 1-goal-2. Can you believe what we played 20 minutes? We've had 1 goal only to Port Adelaide.
Yeah, not a high-scoring game. 2 points plays 8. 6 points lead on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard. Toolkit Depot's big brand sale is on now. Love their support.
Couple of key stats. Kimbo, Lodex, equipment high. Radicali leading possession on the ground. He's had more tonight than he had all of the last week's game.
Wow.
Newcombe also on 6. Jay Burgoyne featuring along with Logo and Evans with 5 each.
We've got 100 to 1 on that, I reckon, Wakes.
Yeah, Josh Ward with a little kick, then brings it in towards Dylan Moore. All these small players. Oh, Zaggy Butters, big tackle. Crowd love it. Holding the ball. What a turnover on Dylan Moore. Gee, they looked like they were going to be out. So Butters gets the free kick, gave it straight away to Narkle. They drive it in long. They need a contest. Big fist away. Yeah, it could have been Sicily or Hardwick. They're all the same, Scrimshaw, but they concede. Did it go out of bounds or through for a point? Well, that's good for Port Adelaide. It's gone out of bounds, so we'll have it thrown in that right forward pocket. River Torrens in.
Great spoil there by Hardwick, wasn't it? It was outstanding. That's pure 101 defence there. Get it out of the contest.
Yeah, so Wine's doing the ruck work against Weddle. Weddle does a bit of the part-time rucks. Comes out towards Nash, runs into Butters. Gee, that will test out his
Holding the ball.
The crowd were holding the ball for just about everything. Port Adelaide now pressing. High kick to a dangerous situation. Wonderful mark. Really good mark there to the Hawks, and they can play on quicker, but there's no one to handball to. Could have been a free kick, will be. It's going to come back.
Well, that was a courageous mark by Finn McGuinness, and that was the McGame real estate mark of the day.
Two good marks.
Yeah, and Port Adelaide had the numbers. Well, he's playing for his footballing life, and geez, put his life on the line twice.
That is one concern for Port Adelaide forward line. They've had 3 intercept marks going back. They just need to bring that to ground.
Sicily, I reckon, is the best field kick in the competition. That's no exception. Goes a long way to half forward. Oh, good mark, though. Lockie Jones. Wow, that's a McGame real estate mark tonight. Lockie at half back. Well, he needs that for his confidence.
Yeah, that'll help his confidence no end. And there's the big switch. Look at the bullet-like pass. He's in there looking for the horn dog. Gets it on the first bounce. Had a fumble, though. May turn it over. The cavalry arrives. Coming through was Drew. He was knocked in the tackle. He flicks it out to Rioli. He couldn't control it. Loose ball picked up by Rosie. They're out now. Rioli! What a pass to Marshall. So So Toddy Boyle will line up from 35 metres out directly in front, and he'd be as nervous as hell.
They are on tonight, though. This is chalk and cheese to last week.
Loving it.
How about that kick back inside by Rioli? It was clever. It was patient by Rosie. The little flick handball out. They're just making up. They're being patient. You can see they're thinking through the game.
What's he played? One game in about 8 weeks?
Yep,
7, 8 weeks?
and he's kicked 2018 for the year. Once he was the best kick in the Port Adelaide side. Now we have no idea where this could go. But it's an easy kick. It should go through the middle. Kenny would be hoping it does. There it goes. He loved it. Split the centre. Port Adelaide get their second. They're up and about. They go to 14 points. It's a 12-point margin on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard.
But how about that kick? You can just see. Let's go back to the contest at half-back. It was a long ball by Sicily. You can see the backs have been practising all week. Instead of last week, they would have had 2 flying for that. It would have spilled out the back. But the backmen engaged, so there was Chol v. Zerk-Thatcher.
Took the grab.
Able to get Jones over the top as that spare man back. It was an overly ambitious kick through the middle, but he went to Horn Francis, the most attacking player on the ground.
Yeah.
It come off in the end, but what a hairy attack. But maybe that's what the message Kenny's saying.
Hey,
we want to win this game, we've got to go out in the attack.
Yeah, and that's what they seem to be doing. That was a big moment. Thanks to Budget Car and Truck Rental. Love their support. All the stats tonight. Thanks to Latex Equipment Hire. 2 days for the price of one every weekend. Fullback centre field.
Yeah, the margin 12 points, biggest margin of the game. They've only met twice in finals, Hawthorn and Port Adelaide. Hawthorn Kim by 3 points on both occasions. Won a prelim final too. So the ball out and out on Newcombe. Been a bit quieter so far. Could have gone to Warple. Not sure what to do. Port Adelaide corralling him beautifully. Now they get a chance to go forward. And another mark being taken over the top by Sin.
He has a beautiful left leg.
He started really well, Josh Sin. But they are small down forward, and the Port Adelaide taking a few great marks. Scrimshaw up against Radaglia, almost a mark, wins a free kick. So Sava plays on, high ball to centre half forward. Here come the cavalry. Up goes Rioli. Marshall wanted to comb it.
He's called it.
He's paid it. Wow.
No way. That's not a mark.
It came off about 5 pairs of hands. He plays on the Horn Francis for another one. A long kick. It's offline. Gee, they are looking dangerous, so the power 15 plays too. And Horn Francis has just decked Jarman Impey. He's had a 50-metre penalty.
He pulled his jumper down.
You can't do that.
That was silly. That was a ridiculous thing to do. It achieved
get back and set up. And maybe get back fast.
Well, that was a stupid thing to do. So Impey has a go at him for missing the goal. It was just verbal, then retaliates like that. He needs to be better. All right, ball goes inside 50. Big spoil by Alier. Here we go, the Horn Dog trying to redeem himself. Oh, he kicks it up really high. The most dangerous backward kick I've ever seen, but it's going to pay off. Burgoyne's been good. Squirts it out back to the members' side. They need some overlap. The run's applied. Zerk-Thatcher puts a teammate nearly under pressure. Yes, he did. It was an awful handball over towards Willem.
That's holding the ball.
Turned it over. Big tackle by Logan Evans. Well called by Darryl Wakeland. We're invested here. So's 50,000 fans. This is a huge game on Power Nation.
Yeah, started very well, Port Adelaide. Kenny Hingley, a big smile on his face as Logan Evans goes straight down the ground. Mark not taken. Scrimshaw has been huge for the Hawks too. Can Port Adelaide break through me? They can't. He's been dump bowling the ball too. And Hawthorn's crowd say, hey, how about a free kick? And they got one.
Lodex Equipment High stats, 7 possessions. Radaglia, that's huge. John Newcombe, 7. 6 to Josh Ward and Finn McGuinness. Likewise, Jace Burgoyne.
So wrong with the footy. Only played the 10 games. It was short ball now to Weddle was nice. Holding up as Marshall, but they haven't looked dangerous going forward, the Hawks. Weddle's away. We know he can run. He runs to 50. Can he deliver in the end?
Oh,
again! Wow!
He had a meltdown.
They've had about 4 meltdowns. Port Adelaide's tackling is ferocious.
They look intimidated, don't they?
Well, they're not doing the first thing. He should have kicked it straight away then.
They're just not handling the moment. He was out all by himself. Ball comes from Marshall down the ground level. Make no mistake, Port Adelaide are up and about, but they need another couple of goals to take advantage of that. They've turned it over. Not a great handball. Went over to Impey. Now they try the gun and run, but they've turned it over again. Port Adelaide are huge. Impey's got the ball. Right in the middle of the Adelaide Oval, and the crowd are on their feet. The free kick goes away of Lockie Jones.
Wow. We're seeing the game right in front of us now, aren't we? They've come to tackle. Hawthorn, we know they love to handball, make up that run through the middle of the ground with that extra handball. Port Adelaide are right on them.
But Hawthorn aren't giving the first give. They're trying to get round players.
The ball goes to Horn Francis. He's on the members' wing, drives it long. Big lead there by Georgiades. Couldn't take the mark. Ball at ground level. Squirts back out. Burgoyne takes another mark. This is the best he's ever played. He plays on, smothered off the boot. The Port Ad players everywhere. It goes back to Lockie Jones. Now he pumps it in long. Georgiades there. Another fist.
Free kick, Hawthorn.
Yeah, he tackled him.
He grabbed him.
He's not happy about it. He thought he was being manhandled, Georgiades, so no score. So it remains at 15-2. Port Adelaide leading by 13 points on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard.
Yeah, 28 gone on the Paramount Browns, got scrapped. Time clock too, so almost full time. Willem Drew crashed in head first. They tackled him. But Hawthorn, they look so jittery at the moment. Like the pressure from Port Adelaide is through the roof.
The back line's holding them in this for Hawthorn.
Meek, he's been good. Siren sound, so only went 28 minutes. And the Port Adelaide faith will be extremely happy with that. In fact, they're up on their feet because at quarter time they lead 2 goals, 3-15. Hawthorn 2 points, a margin of 13 points.
And that's on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard. What a quarter. I think Port Adelaide will take that all day, every day. This is Power Nation thanks to Hyundai. The Hyundai run out is on now, and Panasonic Air Conditioning. It's Port Adelaide leading by 13 points.
That quarter on Power Nation was for Toolkit Depot. Kickstart spring at Toolkit Depot.
This is Richie. He's walking into a Toyota dealership to buy a new Toyota genuine tow ball.
Remember, stay focused. You're just there for a tow ball.
What Richie doesn't realise is...
Wait a sec. Hilux is in stock. Oh.
Yep, that's right. There are so many reasons to visit your local Toyota dealer, like Hilux stock available now. Head into your nearest showroom to check out the range. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota. See your local dealer as stock may vary.
At Amy, we know when our game has its moments. Like when you're playing in Whoop Whoop. The only park left is behind the goal square. You get heat rub in your eye. When your banner has a typo. The scoreboard doesn't add up. You lose a boot. And the match winner misses everything except your windshield. It's lucky you're with Amy. Before buying comprehensive car insurance issued by Amy, read the PDS and TMD at amy.com.au and consider whether it's right for you.
Lucky you're with Amy.
Right from the very first bounce, this lineup has aced it today. They've been kicking with pinpoint accuracy.
When your business needs something delivered, don't risk it. Ace it. Darren and the team at Ace It Transport Solutions has a fleet of over 220 vehicles delivering South Australia-wide. Any size parcel, any pallet, any destination. Ace It Transport Solutions will handle your delivery safely. Book online in 3 simple steps. aceitransport.au. Don't just send it, ace it.
Penrite, a 100% Aussie company, pride themselves on their commitment to all forms of motorsport in Australia. From the very grassroots to competing and succeeding at the highest level. It's always been a big part of their DNA. And this real-world testbed for their products ensures the lubricants and fluids you buy for your vehicle have benefited from the development of being punished in a way that only competition can. Penrite, it competes, you win.
Ugh, that's enough to send shudders down anyone's spine. Did you know termites cause more damage to Adelaide and Australian homes each year than fire and flood combined? That's over $1 billion. But there's a simple solution. Start with visual termite inspection from SA's leading pest control specialists. Your team from Murray's.
No worries. With the team from Murray's.
Go to murraypestcontrol.com.au.
For years, sports fans have screamed at their televisions.
Oh, why can't we get the radio commentary in sync with the telly?
This footy season, SEN has cracked the code with SEN Sync. Listen to your favourite call while watching it all.
Before the footy, download the SEN app. Easily sync it to your TV. Then watch it again, listening live to SEN commentary in real time.
Bang! delivering what footy fans have wanted for generations.
SEN Sync, in partnership with Lumo Energy, a 100% Australian-owned energy retailer.
Everyone needs a friend, a pal, a companion, or even a buddy. But Aussies know when you need someone on your side, you turn to a mate. For a limited time, save $180 over the first 6 months on selected Mate unlimited internet plans by using the promo code MATE30 at checkout. Hurry, this deal won't last. What are you waiting for? Make the switch to Mate. Visit letsbemates.com.au or search Mate online. Mate internet and mobile, often imitated, never duplicated. Terms and conditions apply.
September to remember.
Celebrating finals, tough heavy lifters, Kona Cranes and D-Mag. Moves what matters.
Luke Hodge. He played in 4 premierships with the Hawks, captaining 3 of them, and took home 2 Norm Smith medals. An iconic leader, Hodgie never feared doing the heavy lifting on the biggest stage in September.
Back to Hodge. That's a goal, I think. It is. Hodge has done it from nowhere.
Heavy lifting you can always rely on. Kona Cranes and D-Mag. Moves what matters.
You're listening to Power Nation for Hyundai. The Hyundai run out on now. Don't miss out. And Panasonic Comfort Cloud. Set your air conditioning from your phone.
Flicks it out to Rioli. He couldn't control it. Loose ball picked up by Rosie. They're out now. Rioli. What a pass to Marshall. So Toddy Boy will line up from 35 metres out directly in front. But it's an easy kick. It should go through the middle. Kenny would be hoping it does. There it goes. He loved it. Split the centre. Port Adelaide get their second. They're up and about.
Macca's. I'm loving it moments. The Monopoly game at Macca's is back.
Some of the first quarter highlights there. There are only 2 goals scored. Port Adelaide 2-3. Hawthorn 2 points. It's the Power leading by 13. This is Power Nation. Thanks to Hyundai and Panasonic Air Conditioning. Some quick stats thanks to Darryl Wakeland, courtesy of Lodex Equipment Hire.
Couple massive ones in there as far as team stats. 11 inside 50s to 6 for the Hawks. It's hard to remember a really deep inside 50 for Hawthorn, so that's been massive. Number 1 stat of the quarter. They had holding the ball 5 times. Hawthorn. Wow. Port Adelaide have brought their tackles. Tackles are through the roof. And they've just been outstanding in that regard. Radaglia on an individual basis. Radaglia really making an impact along with Jace Burgoyne has been outstanding. Newcomb for the Hawks.
Beautifully done, Waco. Inside 50s, 15-8 in favour of Port, and disposals +8 for Port. They were down 20, Willie, last week in the first 8 minutes. We love Lodex. We appreciate all the stats. Thanks to Lodex Equipment Hire. Second quarter about to get underway. Kim Dillon with you along with David Wildy and Darryl Wakeland. Here's the big Willie.
Yeah, Hawthorn goalless first quarter. Last time they were goalless was the last quarter when they played Port Adelaide with their big home run when they came from the cloud. So
love it.
Port Adelaide, their nemesis at the moment. Newcomb just tapped it forward. Players come out to meet. Horn Francis is good, gives off to Butters. So the 2 guns combined. Butters was crab-like. Now goes short, need to spot his man and finds Rosie. So the 3 big guns combined. Now they got the veteran all on his own in boat. This is good stuff. Horn Francis keeps running on. Play in the pocket. Can he get it to him? He wants it, Rioli. No, he's going to go back.
Hold.
She's a good player, Jason Horn Francis. Big time player. Now goes for home. Here they
good
come.
Spot.
Hawthorn in front of the... Oh, great mark. Georgiadis again. Oh, there's danger signs for Hawthorn tonight. They do not look on their game, and Port Adelaide on top of their game.
I don't want to be the kiss of death, but set shots have been their Achilles heel all year or the last couple of years.
Not tonight, they haven't.
Needs to nail it, doesn't
Marshall and Georgiadis, 2 set shots, 2 goals. So
Number 16 in the comp for accuracy, Kimbo.
That's a great mark, and Hawthorn defence, well, they are a little bit small.
Gee, we're right behind it too.
Georgiadis can't get a better view, bird's eye view for his second goal and 42nd for the year. All eyes on Mitch Georgiadis. It's a beauty. It's a dart. Gun barrel straight. He's got 2. And how's the energy here at the Adelaide Oval? It's all Port Adelaide, 21-2.
Well, we saw time and time again, didn't we, last week against the Bulldogs, the way it was. They just the Bulldogs kept launching it deep, shallow entry, and that's exactly what Hawthorn want. But on that occasion, they're darting up on it. They're getting low, narrow kicks. They're making them accountable. On Scrimshaw, he was outstanding in that first quarter, but they've realised you just can't bomb that in. Mitch Georgiadis, his strength is that leader. You got to go through his man, make the defence of the Hawthorn Football Club accountable.
Yeah, correction, Kimbo. He's got one. Rosie kicked the first goal of the night, so they've got 3 though, Port Adelaide. That's right.
Yeah,
and they lead by 19.
I may have led you astray there, Willie. Sorry, he did have a shot before. Hey, this is huge. A 19-point lead. Ball back centre field. Sweet gets it. Got it over to Rosie. He's been pretty good. 8 possessions already. Strong mark taken by Mead. Needs to hit a target. Here we go. He goes low, and the mark taken by Willie. Willie Rioli will line up for a shot at goal from 48 metres out directly in front. Bang, bang, bang.
It's amazing football at the moment. Chalk and cheese from last week. A week's a long time in footy. The stats, what the stats say? 11 out of 11. Kim, if you lose by more than 15 points,
it's
you win
ridiculous, isn't it? But it just shows why the sides have earned the right for the double chance.
Yep.
They've been better for most of the year.
Yep.
Early days, though, boys. All right, he needs to kick this. Need to keep the foot on the throat. He lines up from 48. He's pushed it to the right. Damn you, Willie.
Bit laconic, wasn't it?
Yeah. Margin goes out to 20 points thanks to the Tool Kit Depot scoreboard.
Look more balanced at stoppage, especially the centre clearance for Port Adelaide, which is a key part of their confidence for their mids.
Yeah, they fancy playing a quarter and a bit and no goals to Hawthorn. They've been so good offensively this year. Sicily drags the kick. And in there was straight there to Newcombe too. Chol was in there. They're getting hustled and bustled off the footy. They want it more, Port Adelaide. Logan Evans. Now Rosie. Now Boat too to get him down. They got him down, but it's a neutral ball on the eastern wing.
The old veteran knew what he was doing in game number 307. He just held on to it. We're going to reset.
He debuted in 2007. That's a long while ago, Kimbo. Now Morrison to Deer. Young fella tackled by Boat. They're just a little bit fidgety at the moment, Hawthorn. They've been so good for so long. They've won 14 of their last 17 games. But so far, they've been outclassed.
Intelligent football by Boat then as well. Didn't want to give the free kick away, so they get to reset. Sweet slaps it forward. Goes down to Butters. Quick handball. Got it out to Sin. They go inside 50 again. Good work there by Sicily, but the ball's still alive at the back of the pack. First player there. That'll be courtesy of Scrimshaw. He's a star. Kick wasn't great, though. Big fist away by Boat. Ball still alive. Now they bail out with a high kick down the outer wing. Big leap to Thatch. Brandon Zirk Thatcher takes home a game real estate mark of the day. Now bloody hit a target.
And he does. Sideways. Went sideways.
They're getting set up forward at the play. They need to get set up here properly.
Now Butters. Butters now a little dart. Oh, here they come. A real chance here. Oh, Georgiadis again up at the back of the pack. Sicily. Oh, he too's turned it over. They're under enormous pressure here, the Hawks. At the top of the goal square, can Port pick it up? They pick up a couple of players there. Burn Jones and Rioli.
How's the mistakes the Hawks are making?
They are as nervous as a kitten at the moment, Hawthorn. They come here as a hot favourite. So far, they've had their colours lodged. Sweet now. Now to Butters. Butters towards goal. Misses. He gets pushed as he kicks. But Port Adelaide attacking. You talk about the inside 50s. It's even getting more alarming for Sammy Mitchell.
They will take every point, boys. 21 points to margin now. This is Power Nation thanks to Hyundai and Panasonic Air Conditioning. Short pass goes out to Sicily. Sicily now just pumping the brakes a little bit.
No flow in their game, is there?
Yeah. Port Adelaide just getting back defensively brilliantly. Horn Francis is lurking. Ball goes out wide. Poor kick. Great setup by Port Adelaide, so we'll have a throw-in on the members' wing again.
We get to see Hawthorn's plan B, don't we, boys? We've seen so much of that fast-running, pull them wide, attack the goal face, get in back in behind the defensive back line.
6 minutes gone on the clock. That's the Paramount Browns clock.
So McGuinness now works along the wing. When's Hawthorn's next goal or first goal going to come from? Is Port Adelaide at the footy again? Horn Francis gets it from Lockie Jones, bides his time, didn't panic at all. Burgoyne's been outstanding, one of Port's best a quarter time. He goes out wide as well, and just getting plenty of touches so they can just bide their time. Connor Rosie with the footy.
Bergman's been quiet.
Hasn't had to do much though. No. Goes back to Bergman. Aaliyah wants it wide. He rewards the call.
Here we go.
So Aaliyah, he took one step and had a bounce. Now not sure what to do. He too goes sideways to Logan Evans.
Hit it.
So they're building up their stats here. The backman, Logan Evans, and he played the 11 games, still only 18 years of age. Birthday in October. Hawthorn under the pump again. Pressure from Port Adelaide immense. This time it's Sarong.
Oh, yeah.
Burgoyne outstanding again. Could have won a free kick. Rosie had it. Got it to Burgoyne again. Handball now to Boak. Boak got around one. Got around two. Can't get around three. Jeez, he's strong through the core, but not even Travis could evade the clutches of three Hawks.
Yeah, a little bit ambitious, that one, but he was trapped on the boundary line. But Port Adelaide get back. They set up well. Rosie on the mark. Just 10 metres, that kick, and the next one's only 10.5. The ball goes down now towards Connor Nash. So Port Adelaide dictating this game. Another short pass. Hawks trying to play a little bit of possession football. Dylan Moore with a footy. Now he pulls the trigger. Ginnivan underneath it. Sweet opposed to Meek. A race for pace with no pace. Now the ball flicked out to Alir. Handball in turn goes to Bergman. This is good play by Port Adelaide. On the right boot, Asama should take the mark, and he doesn't. Needs to keep it there. No, he gets a free kick for a front-on push. The second umpire paid it. The Hawthorn faithful are filthy.
I like that decision, Kimbo. It's the right decision.
I love it. I'm on the power, Waco. This is Power Nation. We're going to get them up so we can go to Sydney next week. Hey, I'll buy you a beer for your 50th.
Here's Radicalier now. Yeah, we'll keep you there, Kimbo. The long kick up towards the boundary, standing underneath it.
Oh,
could have been front on contact there.
No.
Scrimmage was saying, what about me?
No, he hit the footy, I reckon.
It isn't
that was fair enough.
Okay.
No, there's no Shannon Knoll there.
23-2. The margin 21. Took it Debo's scoreboard. What about me? It isn't fair.
That's what the Hawks are saying at the moment.
Ball tossed in. Meek and Sweet has been a really good battle. Butters now. He looks alive and well. High kick. This one looks so James Rioli getting back. Pushed off his man. First to recover. Shipped it out wide to Frankie Evans. Haven't called him yet. He gets caught. Swallowed up. They were holding the ball up. I said nothing doing.
Well, Hawks fans, you can tell by the cries for free kicks. They're starting to get a bit anxious and nervous. Only 21 points, but they're being outplayed at the moment. Handball's 35-37 in front of the Hawks. A lot of them under duress. Inside 50s, 19-9. Port Adelaide's way as they fire towards goal, but it goes out of play in the right forward pocket. All the stats courtesy of Latex Equipment Hire. 2 days for the price of one every weekend. They got a big special coming up too for the October long weekend.
Last week Carlton didn't kick a goal until halfway through the second quarter, so this has got shades of that. 23 plays 2. Port Adelaide to the northern end.
Keep an eye on Willie Rioli through this stoppage, boys.
Magnificent start. Oh, it's Horn Francis. He wanted the free kick too. He gets bundled off. There's danger everywhere. Ooh. Rioli puts up a high ball. It's going to go the other side. And Rand's on the line. So little things going for the Power.
Lucky. Well, you need a little bit of luck. We said that at the start of the game, and they're making their own luck, but that was fortuitous. So we have a throw-in in the left forward pocket, northern end of the Adelaide Oval. 50+ thousand fans here. They didn't know what to expect after last week's pitiful performance. Ball goes down to ground level. Clearing kick by the Hawks. They go out wide. Getting pushed out there was... Zerk Thatcher.
And Joel, yeah.
Yeah, but the ball goes out of play, and Port Adelaide will take that again. They've been good around the stoppage. In fact, I'll give you some stats. It's stoppage clearance is 17-8 in favour of Port Adelaide, thanks to Ladies Equipment Hire.
Last time this game was played, Hardwick kicked 5 goals against Port. He's playing defence tonight. Hurry it forward again. Mark not taken. Marshall comes in off his line. Danger ball again. Scrimshaw was good. Now they can Carl aim on the former power play. Dangerous kick, but a good kick if it sits. It did sit. But the pressure again. As soon as he got it, he got caught on the ball. They allow the play on Bergman in the pocket. Danger here. Burn Jones. Burn Jones has hit the post.
Oh, no.
Wow, from point blank range. He got his boot to the ball, but hit the post.
I was celebrating with you.
We all were.
He was half a metre out. How did it happen? Let's have a look at the replay, thanks to GJ Gardner-Holmes.
Big moment for Budget Khan.
It was a shocking moment it was. So 22 points to lead. Now they're having a crack to the Hawks. They're trying to run the ball on. Horn Francis, enormous pressure. Every Port Adelaide player, their pressure acts will be over 200. Ginnivan forced over the line, and the crowd rip into him, because he told everyone, the whole world, that they'd be playing Sydney in the next game. You got ahead of yourself, didn't you?
Well, he might be going up there as a passenger, just as a casual observer. It might not be with Hawthorn, but the way they're playing, Kimbo, it's just incredible, Port Adelaide, and they've got belief now. They didn't have it last week. Wines to the Asian veteran. He's been good, though, Boki. Kicks up towards half forward again. 3-on-2, Radicalier, though. Big Asava. I tell you, I don't know what's happened this week, but whatever's happened, keep doing it.
I'm really happy for him, though, because his last 2 weeks have not been that bad.
I would have had him out.
I know you would, but I like what he was doing. He wasn't getting a lot of the ball, but he wasn't getting beaten. He had 6 touches last week. His opponent had 5. He's not getting outmarked. Tonight, he's finding the ball.
Connor Rosie, Butters and Wines. Stats thanks to Lodex Equipment Hire. 9 clearances already.
Beautifully done. Ball comes down to ground level. There's the bull in. Wines gets it. The handball went to Sweet. Couldn't control it. Big tackle, though. That was well done on Morrison. Port Adelaide just keep having a crack here. Over the top is Mead. He's wrapped up by Morrison. Ball's still alive. Now it squirts out. Oh, they couldn't get the handball. Horn Francis was lurking.
How's the tackling?
Wow, the pressure. The pressure is enormous. Look at the bruises on Ollie Wine's leg there. They are huge.
Yeah, so is the legs. 24 plays 2. Margin 22. Horn Francis again just tried to bash and crash his way through. Warple did well, kept it in. Now they got a bit of space. Only momentarily again, though. John Newcomb.
Got him.
Back to Weddle. Weddle coughed it up. The holding the ball numbers are amazing. Now Warple. Now they're running. But under pressure. Wines on his hammer. They kick towards Young Tier. He got pushed out of the contest. Holding a big free kick.
Oh, come on. Bergman took a great mark. I want to see the replay.
I called it in air, Kimbo. I saw the grab. You might see it. TJ Gardner replay. Let's have a look.
Here we go.
He just grabs him, grabbed hold of him.
Oh, he didn't have to do it.
Seat.
He did not have to do it. Bergman was always going to take the mark. All right, put the kiss of death on him, Willie.
Well, Kausha Deary's been outstanding for son of Paul Deere. He's still only, just turned 19 a couple of weeks ago. And this is a massive kick in the context of the game. The number 35, 24 goals for the year. And he has gold. And look at Hawthorn. They run everywhere to the young fella. One of the young men. And you're right, Wakes, he did not have to do that. Bergman was in the box seat. And little things can become big things. The first time they've gone forward with any purpose.
Well, Port Adelaide have done it so well all night. They've had that half-backer dropping back. They've had that winger dropping back into that space. They've been working together very, very well. It's not the right matchup, though, with Lear to take that deepest one. I think I like to get Zerk Thatcher back there if there's a one-on-one. On that occasion, they were able to get that. There was a fast break off of half-back, able to get the overlap, got out of that contest and got that in there. So it was a dangerous spot, but Bergman was outstanding getting back.
Kim, I reckon it's 70-30 the crowd. How was the roar? I thought he'd miss.
That was huge.
I thought it was the roar because he'd miss.
Yeah, I thought it was a Bronx cheer. Yeah, a lot of Hawthorn supporters here. Have a look over here. It's huge on the outer side behind the goals at the northern end. So margin 6 points. Let's see if Port can respond quickly. Sweet just runs straight into Meat. Gave him a corky. Yulty. Ball comes down the ground level. Over the top of it there was Butters. No, it was Rosie, in fact. Now an opportunity for Boat. Missed the target. They want to keep the ball here. Big tackle by Ollie Wines. That was good work. Oh, high. So momentum just swinging a little bit back to Hawthorn here. Having a moment.
Just overfired that handball. Wines to Rosie it was.
So the kick goes long to the members' wing. Oh, push in the back there. Gee, lucky not to be picked up. Handball comes out to Chol. Chol caught out of the ball. That's holding the ball. Bergman's got it. It has to be holding the ball. Well, the umpire, what did he call advantage? There was no advantage.
Fair tackle.
Lockie Jones, that was a beauty. Oh, it's going the other way, is it?
What?
What for?
Oh, you are kidding me.
What for?
Have a look here. What's happened here? Sling tackle, is it?
No, you're wrong.
Hang on, Kimbo.
Absolute rubbish.
Wow.
Lets his head hit the ground. That is pathetic.
He's calling it a sling tackle.
He was nursed to the ground. This is a final. JML footy. That's not even a... He wouldn't have even feel it.
That is embarrassing.
That's a shocking
If the AFL are listening, that is embarrassing.
That is awful. Awful free kick, and we know we want the head protected. That was not a sling tackle. He's a good kick. He gets it. Margin back to 10. Bloody hell. Listen to the Hawthorn fans.
Yeah. They are everywhere.
Over the stadium.
Particularly here at the northern end. It's incredible.
Honestly, I reckon it's 40-60.
Yeah,
well, it might be 50-50.
Well, you might be right because they've had nothing to cheer about Hawthorn in the first quarter, but you're right, Kim, the momentum just shifted slightly.
Yeah. Oh, but you don't want games decided by suspect free kicks. That was a magnificent tackle. Here it is again. GJ Gardner replay. He lets his head dip.
Do you think so he won't be cited for that?
Yeah, well, they probably will. They'll have a look at it, but he shouldn't get a game. Who knows nowadays?
He dropped to the ground. He actually brought him to ground.
And he brought his head into the ground. They all do it. We know. We've all played.
So
you milk
average.
a free kick however you
Pathetic.
can. Margin 10 points, boys. They need a response from Port. Game on.
Yeah, you got to go and earn it, don't you? We're in a big final here. You got to go and earn the game. So that Wines handball over there, that was where the turnover was, and it gave them that opportunity.
And I don't reckon Port made the most of all their inside 50s too. They had so many in a row, didn't they? Repeated these.
They should have been a bit further up.
So next goal, critical. 24 plays 14, only 10 points now. And Hawthorn just getting a little bit of what's happened here? Free kick, Hawthorn again.
Oh, yeah, a bit of momentum swinging back their way. 17 minutes gone in the second term on the Paramount Browns clock. If you got scrap metal, go to Paramount Browns.
Meek to Newcomb. John Newcomb, a long kick up towards half foot again. Here come the Cavalry. Deer crashed into it. Lockie Jones did well from the outside of the boot. Kicks it back towards outer wing. Scrimshaw is such a good mark, and this time he read it well in front of Asaba Radigalea.
Lockie Jones having a good game. He's up and about. He needed to. I reckon his position was under threat.
Having a nice period here, this last 5 minutes for Hawks.
Finn McGuinness with the football. He's been okay today. Now they're trying to possess the ball a little bit. Nearly went back the other way. Nearly took it back to Hardwick. They come down the middle. They pull the trigger. They may get away with it. Newcomb got a handball away. Port Adelaide need to win this. They do through Rosie. That was beautiful play. Handball misses the target. Wines has a fumble. That was in the back. Umpire said no. That was holding the ball. Umpire said no. Burgoyne gets it. Goes to Bergman. Goes back to Burgoyne. Goes back to Bergman. Now goes to the Thatch. Bales out with a kick. This is dangerous. That was a crap kick.
Yeah, they're setting up well, Kimbo.
Oh, that was a panic kick.
So McDonald with the foot. He goes short. All of a sudden there's gaps with a no gaps before Warple. Pull the trigger. Well done, though, getting back Willem Drew. He saved the day there, did Willem. And it goes out of play.
That was huge. Huge.
They cannot afford another goal here because Hawthorn have upped the ante. No doubt about that. They're going to the southern end. He just joined us. 24 plays 14. Hawthorn have kicked the last 2 goals.
Need to stay calm here, this Port Adelaide back line.
Meek. It's a real bruising affair, this one. Butters, another big tackle. Rosie and Butters together. They bring down their prey, and there's a ball up 35 out from Hawthorn's goal.
This is Power Nation thanks to Hyundai. The Hyundai run-out sale is on now. Panasonic air conditioning. Port Adelaide leading by 10 points. It was 22, as Big Willie said, last 2 goals, courtesy of the Hawks. And an umpiring decision. Ball thrown up inside the Hawks 50. Ball on the outer half-forward flank. River Torrens in.
Well, actually, they have 2 umpiring decisions, but they both goals free kicks.
Yep.
Deer as well.
Got Wines taking the ruck into defensive 50.
Yeah, ball comes down to ground level.
Sling. Sets a sling.
Oh, you're kidding. Another one.
They don't need to do that, though, Darryl. You know what the umpires are like.
The umpire knows it's a final. Meek just rubbing the head.
Have a look at Kimbo.
Oh, he let his hand hit the ground. He searched for the ground.
Oh, 50.
Now, and they sucked them in.
They've lost it.
They sucked them in. They were getting into him, Waco. They knew what they wanted to do. This is a big shift. And Port Adelaide get sucked in too often doing this stuff. There's a goal. And now they tell them all about it. Have a listen to Josh Moore, Dylan Moore. He's found his personality all of a sudden.
It's obviously been a direction this week from the umpires coaching. You can tell what's happened already.
Ridiculous.
That's 3 already in this game. Unluckily against Port Adelaide, but it's a directive. I wonder if the clubs have given their heads up about it.
No, well, they would. Look, it's beyond logic for me.
What are you meant to do? You're meant to let her arm go.
Just grab him, I reckon, because we know what. That's a big penalty, Darryl. It's a huge penalty.
It's embarrassing.
Port supporter next to me is going absolute ape. Poo. Wow. All of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, the margin is less than a kick. It's 4 points. Hawthorn have kicked the last 3.
All right, well, this stuff can happen. Port Adelaide need to respond. They've been the superior side. They haven't been for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, just been a bit over-exuberant, but gee, they're cracking in. That's all we can ask. So Radigalea having a run in the ruck against Chol. 2 non-ruckmen, if you like. Butters now to Chol. Chol was good with his hands. Tackled again. Cork goes to ground. He's been caught 3 or 4 times tonight. He was lucky with 1 free kick when he got dragged down.
Wonder he didn't duck his head again. Try and milk another free kick. Savaradigalia gets it, smothered off the boot, squirts out towards Burgoyne. No mark there. 3 against 2 now, though. And it's the Hawks that may have the foot. He couldn't. Big tackle there. Burgoyne's been good. He's been one of his best games.
He's tackling hard. He's got some real grit about him tonight.
Yeah, applied a lot of pressure on Josh Ward then. Did they do anything for a clearance here, Port Adelaide? Ball comes up. Weddle goes into the ruck. Port get the ball. Ward punches it forward. Now they're away again. Dinky little kick, and it's a good one. Mark taken there by Moore. So they're up and about. Nice kick down the line. Mark taken by Kalshadir. Gives it back to Ward. Ran himself into trouble. Into the football. Well done by Lockie Jones. Gets it over to Butters. Can they turn it around here? They got to keep the ball alive. Drew gets it. Jams it on the boot. It's a 2-on-2. Willie gets it. Look away handball. Darcy Burn-Jones. Unprotected goal. And he splits the centre. Port Adelaide bounce back. Margin back to 10 points on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard. Lockie Jones, take a bow.
Lockie Jones, outstanding. He's in the game tonight. He's giving himself a chance, Kimbo. Be a competitor. With Jace Burgoyne, though, 2 minutes before. Outstanding. Lays another tackle. Takes a contested mark, not paid. Back with the fly of the ball. They know they have to be in the contest. Make it grit, make it a contest. What a finish by DBJ.
Every time Hawthorn had tried to break a tackle, they've been caught rather than getting rid of the first ball. That should have been almost a walk-up goal to Hawthorn, and against the Tide, incredible finish too from Darcy Burn-Jones. He's gone forward again. 27 goals for the year to Darcy, and he's had a pretty good season. So we said next goal critical. Port Adelaide got their next goal. We're into time on. And the Paramount Browns got scrap clock. 30 plays 20. It's a margin of 10. David Wildy, Kim Dillon, Darryl Wakeland, everyone on the edge of their seat. Chol jumped high, jumped early. Gave it to Nash, who gave it to Warple. Hawthorn try and get clear. Another big tackle from Burgoyne. I'd like to count his tackles.
He's been up and about, hasn't he?
He had a quiet game last week. He's having a ripper this week. Ball at centre forward now for Hawthorn to the southern end. Weddle in there. Warple did well. The seas parted. He tries to get boot the ball. Looks at the goals, and he has missed. Ooh. To the left-hand side, the margin cut to 9. 24 gone, second term.
Hard sometimes with the definition of a tackle, Wills, but we've seen him lay at least half a dozen.
Yeah.
They've got him down for 2 on the stat sheet.
Nah, more, I reckon more than that.
Plenty of time to score. 24 minutes gone. Josh Sim with the ball. Drives it down the members' wing to a 3-on-3. Taken off hands. That was nicely done by Frankie Evans. He's wrapped up in a tackle. So we'll have a ball up on the members' wing.
I'll tell you who's been quiet, Ginnivan.
Yeah. He only needs a moment, though.
Yeah, true, but he bit of mouth during the week.
Yeah,
Ginnivan and Watson, 2 apiece.
And the crowd get into Ginnivan whenever he gets near it, which has only been about 2 occasions. The crowd one holding the ball. Umpire will throw it up again. It's in between the members' wing and half-forward flank. This is Power Nation, thanks to Hyundai and Panasonic Air Conditioning. Love Port Adelaide to get another one. They deserve to be in front. Hawthorn came back into it courtesy of 3 umpiring decisions. Now we have another ball up. We'll talk about the rucks at half-time as well. I reckon Sweet's doing a good job against Meek.
Yeah, they've been both bashing in. Both have been pretty good. Neutral ball again on the outer side. Nash in there. Weddle tried to move him forward. He got caught. So Port Adelaide have been able to stop the lightning play going forward from the Hawks. All the first 2 free kicks, all frees. Was it 3 they've got from free kicks? So Ken would be pretty happy as we approach half-time. The margin's 9. I feel it could have been further, though, with the play they've had, Darryl.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there, Wills. It's probably 3-goal game. It probably feels like, doesn't it, with Port Adelaide? Yep. But, yeah, they've taken their opportunities. A little bit of luck not quite going Port Adelaide's way with the tackles.
Sweet. Amon couldn't take it. Horn France is so clean to Logan Evans. Now to Narkle. Narkle's away, puts up a high ball. Who can get there? Pushing and shoving. Good mark, Hawthorn. They read it well.
Yeah, that was a good
That's
mark,
the wrong, the young fella. He's looked okay. He's only played, I think, the 10 games. He did play, though, against Port Adelaide earlier this year.
Where's the push? I mean, crikey.
Narkle gets another opportunity. Let's see if Port can get a goal late. Ball comes in the direction of Sicily. Oh, big leap there, Georgiades. Couldn't take the mark. Ball comes down to ground level. Hardwick's there. Kicks around his body. Gets plenty on that. Kicks it to the members' wing. It's a race for pace. Porter got the numbers. If they can keep it alive, it's 3 against 1.
Holding.
Oh, a free kick for a hold against Bogey Cut. Well, not against Boke. It was against Horn Francis. I'd like to see that one again. Here's the GJ Gardner replay. And that was against Butters. Oh, yeah, held his jumper. No need to. Gee, silly free kick. All right, we're all a little invested. Gunston's been quiet. Kicks long. Oh, big mark taken there by Newcomb.
Great mark.
That was a beauty.
He's good players in his gun. He's mid-season draft, I think, too, John Newcomb.
Incredible. Incredible, Wills.
Incredible story.
Honourable mention from, again, real estate mark of the day. Now he kicks it in long inside 50. They can't allow another score. Ball evades everyone. No one got a hand on it. It's pushed out towards Morrison. He doesn't get close to it. Ginnivan. He dropped it. He just doesn't look like he's got his head in the game at the moment.
Fair call.
Yeah.
That was very laconic.
It's just the way he plays, though. You know, when he's good's good, but his bad's awful.
Yeah, got to take that one. He had a chance here. Josh Singh guarding him. 50 out from Hawthorn's goal. Southern end as we approach half-time. Every bit of play now is really vital for both teams. Low-scoring game. Thought it might be a bit higher scoring than this, but the pressure, as we said, has been enormous. Ball down towards Newcomb, but it's hurried forward to the wing over Impey. He can do much with it. They scrap after it again. Jarman Impey on his left. Kicks up towards the 2-on-1. Get him in there as well. Someone got tunnelled. Not quite sure who. Here's a chance now for Moore. Moore's been caught 3 times tonight. Diving attempt, the slip catch not taken. They're still pressing here.
No,
coming through Morrison. Morrison and Ginnivan. Round the body. Jack delivers. Jack delivers. We just had a crack at him. You reckon he's not happy? He got a gift, but a great finish. And all of a sudden, again, the margin is 3. Game on, boys.
Well, that's a
30 plays, 27.
That's a big goal assist to Jordan Sweet. Gee, that was a silly thing to do by the big man.
Yeah, he just had a little bit more time in the end, didn't he? In the end, we just looking at the replay for GJ Gardner-Holmes. It was a hot ball. In the end, it was Moore that brought it back inside. Flat Mungle kick. Got a hand on it. It just had to be a bit calmer, didn't he?
Yep.
And
good call,
right
Waits.
idea. And just had to maybe take possession, lift the arms and try and get it back. Had players back behind the play. They had the numbers. Just on.
Darryl, 30 seconds ago we said Ginnivan looks just like he's hardly trying. You said it needs a couple of moments. He got one then.
And he's saluting the crowd. I think he's gone a little bit early there. A little bit of Josh Rochelle.
They've got no right to be in the game. Port Adelaide have dominated most of this half.
Well, they can thank the umpires for 3 gifted goals. Ball back centre field. Can Port get a late one back? They deserve it. No, they don't get the clearance. Hawks may go in front. There's 3 points in it. Newcomb kicked it long. Ball comes to ground level. But Thatch gets it. Handball out to Alir. Sweeping handball to Burgoyne. Has a look before he grabs it. Knows where he wants to kick it. Impey underneath. Good spoil. Oh, chop of the hands.
Oh, my God.
Fair dinkum. I'd like to see that again. Not happy with that.
Well, the free kicks will get them in half time, but you think favouring now Hawthorn.
Here's the replay. Did we get it wrong? Oh, look, I think he hit the ball. Fair dinkum. Contact sport. Oh, loose ball. Now an opportunity inside 50. They kick it up high. That was the Wizard. Players everywhere. Ball comes down to ground level. Burgoyne lurking again. Hit. Socket off the ground by the Thatch. That was a throw. Umpire was blindsided. I think they're going to score again. Ball goes back to D'Ambrosio. That's deliberate. That's deliberate. The umpire says yes it is. All right, Port. Let's see if we can run it. Little coast to coast. The ball with Ollie Wines.
30 gone.
Can't be much time left, Willie. We've had 30 minutes, as you mentioned, and that's on the Paramount Browns clock. He drives it long, down the outer wing. Sweet is there. Osama got up high. Sicily was cool. Oh, McGuinness hold the ball. Gee, we've seen some tackling.
How many holding the balls have we seen tonight? Must be on well record pace.
They have been caught flat-footed so many times, Hawthorn, and they're back in the game because of 3 dubious umpiring decisions in front of goal. Sweet kicks it long, down the line, down the outer half-forward flank, and that's way too easy.
They've settled, though, Hawthorn, compared to what happened in the first quarter and a bit. They're getting
they're back in the game now. They've got their composure. Meek takes a mark. I think they're going to shut it down, Port Adelaide now, go in with a 3-point lead.
Kicks up now towards Burgoyne. He's been really good. Got in front position again. And emerging there was Bergman. And Bergman's kick landed in. And Burne-Jones has something out of nothing again towards Rioli. Rioli's away, needs a kind bounce, got the worst possible bounce. Wanted a leg break, got the off break, and it goes out of play. We don't know how much time's left, but we've hit the 31-minute mark on the Paramount Browns got scrap time clock.
About 40 seconds to go in this quarter, boys.
Need a goal.
There's time.
They can't allow Hawthorn to be less than a goal at half-time. They deserve to be more. Here's Horne-Francis round the body. Cut off again in the last line. Geez, been good. That's Scrimshaw, I think. Yeah, a little short ball to MP, and they might have dodged a bullet there, Kimbo.
Yeah, they might have. They've still got time to go coast to coast if Waco's right with the clock there, thanks to Paramount Browns. Ball goes back to Newcomb, pulls the trigger. That's a gutsy kick. Goes in the middle of the ground. Poured out to Noah. Lockie Jones. Beautiful. Had it. Picked up there, and that was by Logan Evans. Got it back to Lockie Jones. Hit a target, Lockie. Drives it long. Georgiades is back there. Has one grab, two grab. Couldn't get it. Rioli snaps the goal out of midair. Port Adelaide go back to a 9-point lead.
Soren's gone too.
Beautiful half-time. Port Adelaide probably deserved to be 3 or 4 goals up, but they lead by 9. There's a lot of footy to play. What a cracking game here at the Adelaide Oval. This is a ripper. Alrighty, as we take stock of the situation, Port Adelaide 5-6, 36, leading the Hawks 4-3-27. We'll jump into a break. That's on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard. It's a 9-point lead. A 9-point lead to Port Adelaide at half-time. This is Power Nation, thanks to Hyundai and Panasonic Air Conditioning.
That quarter on Power Nation was for Toolkit Depot. Kickstart spring at Toolkit Depot.
Got this.
The team from Murray's.
MurrayPestControl.com.au.
As a tradie, time is money, and at Revolution by Design, they understand the importance of timely deliveries. Simply order your roofing materials by 4:30 p.m. and get it delivered on site next business day. Visit revbydesign.com.au or their Regency Park showroom today. Revolution by Design, home of the iconic Maxline profile, Rev 5, True Oak, and Victory Home Improvements patio, veranda, and carport range. For all your commercial and residential roofing needs, inspec on time every time. Visit revbydesign.com.au.
Moving house? Use a team that's easy and affordable. Budget Car and Truck Rental. SA family owned and operated. 20 locations across SA, plus the largest variety of vehicles for hire. Whatever your household size, you're kicking goals from small cars to courier vans and furniture removal vans. And you only need your car licence. Winning! Move your possessions the smart way with Budget Car and Truck Rental. Call Budget now, 13 27 27.
Hey Sparkies, NHP's range of concept panel boards are design verified to the latest 61439 switchboard standards, providing peace of mind, performance and reliability. From IP40 to IP66 ratings, NHP concept panel boards are suitable for large residential and commercial through to heavy industrial applications. Quick and easy to install and fit out, NHP concept panel boards can also be custom built to your needs. Get NHP concept panel boards from your local electrical wholesaler or nhp.com.au.
Hear that? That's the sound of more than 2 million Aussies who've shaken the weight with the Man Shake. So why does it work for so many blokes? It's simple. Just 2 shakes a day, then dinner as normal. Affordable from $2.50 per meal. The shakes are tasty and filling. And you can lose the beer gut without losing all the beers. So try Australia's #1 weight loss shake for men. The Man Shake. Weight loss that works. Start now at themanshake.com.au.
You're listening to Power Nation for Hyundai. The Hyundai run out on now. Don't miss out. And Panasonic Comfort Cloud. Set your air conditioning from your phone.
Can they turn it around here? They got to keep the ball alive. Drew gets it. Jams it on the boot. It's a 2-on-2. Willie gets it. Look away handball. Darcy Burne-Jones. Unprotected goal. And he splits the centre. Port Adelaide bounce back. Margin back to 10 points.
Here's a chance now for Moore. Moore's been caught 3 times tonight. Diving attempt, the slip catch not taken. They're still pressing here.
No,
coming through Morrison. Morrison to Ginnivan. Round the body, Jack delivered. You reckon he's not happy? He got a gift, but a great finish And all of a sudden, again, the margin is 3. Game on, boys.
Hit a target lock. He drives it long. Georgiades is back there. Has one grab, two grab. Couldn't get it. Rioli snaps the goal out of midair. Port Adelaide go back to a 9-point lead.
Macca's. I'm loving it moments. The Monopoly game at Macca's is back.
Just some of the highlights there from the second term. What a game of football. It was Port Adelaide leading by 13 points at quarter time. They are now 9 points up, 5-6 to 4-3, 36 to 27. Seesawing affair in that second term. The Hawks came back hard, courtesy of some very generous free kicks from the umpires. Fair dinkum. But overall, the umpiring is fairly even, largely because of Port Adelaide's tackling. They have been enormous. This is the half-time summary, thanks to your local Toyota dealer. Oh, what a feeling, Toyota. Kim Dillon, David Wilde and Daryl Wakeland. Waco, you happy as a Port man? Are you happy with that first half, or you think you should be further up?
Yeah, mate, I am. I'm very happy with the attack. We said they had to come out breathing fire, and they did. You could see the way they were set up. You can see multiple times two players attacking and tackling a Hawthorn player. So you've seen the intent, you've seen the intensity that they've bring. Where they've let themselves down, Port Adelaide, is just in their back half. They've panicked on a couple of occasions. Instead of seeing what they did in that first quarter is taking a little bit of time out of the clock, finding that spare, because they know Hawthorn love to set up, find the spare, graft it, get it forward to centre, and then go fast. But they just butchered a few balls. Unlucky, couple of unlucky frees that got probably 3 of them goals, Kimbo.
Yeah, I know. They lead by 9. We take the bias out of it. I think they should be 3 to 4 up the way they've played, but this is anyone's game. There's no doubt about that. Let's take a look at the stats. Thanks to Ladex Equipment Hire. 2 days for the price of 1 every weekend. We love the support we get from Big Jace and Kerry. Do you want to go teams or individuals first?
We'll start with teams, Kimbo. A couple of the clearances. The Hawks had 7 of the last 9 clearances. So that was their game in that last 10 minutes. And they scored 3-1 from them stoppage chains throughout that period. But it was the inside 50s for Port Adelaide. Massive sign, 27 to 18. So a very good lead there. We spoke that Port Adelaide had to get up around that high 50s, inside 50s to really give their forwards a real chance. Marks inside 50's been the big one. 5 to the Hawks, just 1. And where the game's being set up on a team perspective, Kimbo, is the 1%ers. Port Adelaide 28 to 14. Surprisingly, tackles are evenly matched.
Really?
But as far as 1%ers, and we'll get a handle on that pressure rating later, but they are bringing an absolute heat.
A lot of the team stats there, thanks to Ladex Equipment. I can quickly do the individuals. Leading the way, Jai Newcomb. He doesn't appear to be as damaging as what his numbers suggest. I may be wrong there, but he's had 17. Jack Scrimshaw, 14. He's so good in the back half. JC Burgoyne, best game he's ever played, I think. Best first half. 14 disposals. Ollie Wines, 12. Could do a lot more, I think. Jason Horne-Francis in and out of the game for his 12. Connor Rosie started well. He's on 11. They need more from the skipper. And talking of more, Dylan Moore has 11. Finn McGuinness, 11. Logan Evans, 11. And we'll take a look at who's not getting the job done right down the bottom. And we can tell you, Luke Bruce is on the bench for his 300th. Will Lorenz is the other sub. Francis Evans, just 1 touch. Mitch Georgiades, 2 possessions. Jack Gunston, 2. Cal Shadir, 3. Jack Ginnivan, 3 with a goal. And didn't he celebrate? Mabwa Chol, 4. Todd Marshall, 4. We need Big Toddy to hit the scoreboard a bit more. He has 1 goal. What about the toughest player in the first half, Darryl? Thanks to Kona Cranes. Kona Cranes and D-Mag, shaping next generation material handling.
Well, I've got to give it to Zachy Butters. He's had the 6 tackles. A big, massive question mark on him coming into the game. And him and Rosie and Wines have really come to play tonight. 7 tackles for Ollie Wines. We know the clearances, Butters leading the clearance on the ground as well with 3, along with Horne-Francis 3 and Rosie 3, Ollie Wines 3. So really they are dominating at the clearance, albeit they had a little nasty last 5 or 6 minutes where Hawthorn really did get on top in that area.
Oh, it's a tough game. It's a great game. It's on Power Nation. Yes, we are biased because we want Port to win. If you're not happy with that, you can listen to Hawk Nation or AFL Nation for a more balanced view. But if you're Port, stay with us because we're on them big time. What was the big moment in the first half? Thanks to Budget Car Rental. Get on the road faster, 13-27-27.
Well, I think the massive moment was Burnt Jones when he went forward and that goal he scored against the momentum. It was an outstanding... I mean, the work was done. The intercept marks at half-back that's allowing that. Lockie Jones has probably been the one, along with DBJ, has really added real spark to that back line, Kimbo. He's meeting the footy.
Yep.
He's running through the lines. He's then getting the overlap and getting some deep penetration inside 50.
This is Power Nation. We're up and about. Port Adelaide leading by 9 points at half-time. We're going to take a break. When we come back, David Wildy will have the best defender along with Darryl Wakeland. They are qualified, the boys, thanks to Murray Pest Control. We'll also have the first half mark of the day, thanks to McGain Real Estate, sold by McGain again and again. We are live from the commentary box, thanks to GoBox, the easy way to move and store. GoBox SA. It is Port by 9 points at half-time.
You're listening to Power Nation for Hyundai. The Hyundai run out on now. Don't miss out. And Panasonic Comfort Cloud. Set your air conditioning from your phone.
Hello, Frank Walker from National Tiles. National Tiles Trade Club members now get a significant everyday discount on fuel at all Shell stations. Yes, not only do National Tiles Trade Club members get big discounts on tiles, adhesives and tools, as well as our exclusive free 2-hour express delivery, but now National Tiles Trade Club members get a significant everyday discount off fuel at all Shell service stations. National Tiles, #1 for trade tilers across Australia. Conditions apply.
Right from the very first bounce, this lineup has aced it today. They've been kicking with pinpoint accuracy.
When your business needs something delivered, don't risk it. Ace it. Darren and the team at Ace It Transport Solutions has a fleet of over 220 vehicles delivering South Australia-wide. Any size parcel, any pallet, any destination. Ace It Transport Solutions will handle your delivery safely. Book online in 3 simple steps. aceitransport.au. Don't just send it, ace it.
That roast chicken? Maybe halal. That snack pack? Yep, halal. Dad's investment portfolio. How on earth would you tell? Talk to Hijaz Financial Services, helping Muslim Australians secure halal super, home loans and investments. Hijaz Financial Services. Definitely halal. HijazFS.com.au. This information is provided by Hijaz Financial Advisors, Proprietary Limited, AFSL 517686, and Hijaz Islamic Credit Solutions, Proprietary Limited, ACL 480542, and does not take into account your objectives, financial situation, or needs.
This ad is about the Davis family. Last summer, as they sat watching their favourite sport on the TV, they were the ones dripping with sweat. Then, Mr. Davis had a bright idea. There was no way his family were going to sit through another scorching summer. So, he had Panasonic air conditioning installed. Built to handle extreme temperatures, Panasonic lets the Davis family choose the perfect temperature. They still fight over the TV, though. Search for Panasonic Air online to request a free quote today.
Like the sound of a race, ride, sun and fun? Then enter now to win the ultimate family Gold Coast Super Pass from Repco Authorised Service. Win a trip to the Gold Coast with flights, accommodation, tickets to the Repco Supercars round and theme park super passes. Plus, there is an amazing Supercars merchandise pack up for grabs each week. For your chance to win, simply tell us in 25 words or less why you deserve to win the holiday. Visit repcoservice.com today. Terms and conditions apply.
Real people, real products, real fun. No matter who you are, Sexyland has something real sexy for everyone. With Australia's biggest range of sexy costumes, lingerie, couples toys and fun gifts and games for adults. Open till midnight 7 days a week at 3 locations across Adelaide, including the new St Mary's store, or shop online for 2-hour delivery. Sexyland.com.au.
Take me now, Sexyland. Everybody loves their country.
Anyone can give you a quote, but only Country Blinds offers inspiration, ideas and solutions. So call Country first. Design consultants, not salespeople. Decades of experience in style and decor right in your home. And Country Blinds is a locally owned and operated business. So expect great communication, installation and support. Curtains, blinds, shutters and awnings. Call Country first or visit countryblinds.com.au.
Swamped by clutter and wishing you had the magic to store everything away and access it whenever you want? Get a safe GoBox mobile storage unit delivered to your doorstep. Your belongings are safe and secure. And the best bit is, if you need something from your unit, it is right there at your doorstep. As a proudly South Australian family-owned business with the highest quality standards, there's no better choice. Get a quote today for an easy and secure mobile storage solution. Visit gobox.com.au.
You're listening to Power Nation for Hyundai. The Hyundai run out on now. Don't miss out. And Panasonic Comfort Cloud. Set your air conditioning from your phone.
Yeah, wonderful game of footy here. It's half-time. Hawthorn back out on the ground and Port Adelaide lead by 9 points. David Wildy, Darryl Wakeland and Kim Dillon to join us shortly. Wake's the best defender from the first half for Murray Pest Control. Play pests at their own game with the team from Murray's. Jace Burgoyne had a fair day out, didn't he?
Yeah, he's been outstanding. Huge amount of work. Yeah, he's really playing that wing defensive role, getting back in there superbly. I think Bergman's been very good down back. We've seen Lear at times really control that, but I would say Lockie Jones has probably been my best back for Port Adelaide tonight. And Scrimshaw for the Hawks has just been outstanding. He's really holding them together down there. Such an important player for the balance of that back line.
What about the mark of the first half? It's been a real low possession game when you look at it from McGain Real Estate, sold by McGain again. Zerk Thatcher took Lockie Jones took a really nice mark in that first quarter. We've seen a couple of nice marks, but it's been really tough for the big forwards to clunk them.
Yeah, Scrimshaw as well. We've seen Georgiadis come up hard on that lead to take an outstanding lead-up mark. Really thought he was going to bust the game open there, Georgiadis, but still just the 2 touches for his game. But probably Scrimshaw with a couple of his telling marks. And actually, I think it was Moore that took that outstanding intercept mark in that first quarter, Wilts, deep inside 50. So that was outstanding also.
And looking at some of the stats, John Newcomb, he is leading 17 possessions. He's a good player, isn't he? Whether he gets tagged or not, he has a crack.
Yeah, he does. And, he just features, his work rate is just incredible. And he's really the only shining light through that midfield at the moment. So that's a massive positive for Port Adelaide when they have the likes of Wines up and about, Horn Francis up and about. We know Burgoyne's playing through that midfield part of the ground. Rosie is up and about, and Butters is also having impact. So, all Port Adelaide's prime movers are in the game. Can they finish it off with a 4-quarter effort? I would say they can.
Gee, well, there's a lot of guys that have barely touched a footy. We go down the other end of the table and it will go Nick Watson for Todd Marshall, for Chol, for Darcy Byrne-Jones, for Ginnivan 3, Deere 3, Gunston 2. Georgiadis 2, Francis Evans 1. So there's a few that can improve in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, that's where you see your upside. And when you see, probably 6 of the bottom 8 possession getters are, and the key one there is, for me, is Weddle. We know he loves to play that run and gun type game, but maybe tonight's not quite that night to be playing that. Certainly playing into Port Adelaide's hands when they're trying to take on that tackle with that extra handball. Port Adelaide have been very good at shutting them down.
Yeah, I felt Hawthorn tried to break too many tackles rather than giving the first give. Wonder if they'll do something differently in the second half. But the thing is, Sam Mitchell will say, you know what, we got outplayed, but we're still in the game. We're only down by 9 points.
Yeah, I mean, that's the game, isn't it? They love to take on that first tackle, break that first tackle, and then they're out. They've got the out number, and then they can gain that extra 20 metres and then launch it deep.
Okay, here we go. Second half, a lot of excitement in the stadium, a lot of energy, big, massive crowd, a lot of Hawthorn supporters too. It's D-Day for one of them.
Time to stand up, Port Adelaide. They need to make their mark, put their stamp on it in the first 2 minutes.
36 plays, 27, 9 points the margin. Kim Dillon rejoins us.
Thanks very much, boys. Looking forward to this second half. Port Adelaide with a 9-point advantage. Here we go. An anticlimax. Get rid of the bounce. The umpire calls it back. So I'm not sure who this favours now, but I don't see the sense in the bounce. Anyway, I'm like a broken record. Sweet wins it. It comes straight down. Oh, good hands, though. Now Newcomb gets it over to Warple. Has the luxury of a bounce. Doesn't come back, and he gets wrapped up in a tackle. Oh, high tackle. He ducked. He ducked. Seriously. Sorry, was that a bit loud? We're in the corporate suite at the moment. The Hawks go forward into the right forward pocket. Good pressure by Port Adelaide again. They don't want to cough up an early goal. Margin 9 points.
Once again, bringing the heat on the kicker. Warple thought he had that. Needed to give off the handball, and Port Adelaide were right onto it.
So Hawthorn got in the forward pocket. Jace Burgoyne's been outstanding. Had 14 to half-time, a few tackles. Watson tried to get the advantage of Gunston. He's been really quiet. Only 2 possessions for Jack, and I wonder if they'll bring Luke Bruce on for the veteran in Gunston sometime.
And tell me, boys, we got this right. Is Sicily, he wasn't on Radaglia at the start, was he? Has he been moved?
He's been on him a little bit forward, a little bit of Marshall, a little bit of Georgiadis, but mostly Radaglia.
Well, Watson burst through the pack, tried to give it to Meek. Meek just dished it out wide. Important ball. Drew was up to it. Gave it to Horn Francis. Now out towards the flank mark, not taken, lands in no man's land. Impey there, but a free kick will go to Port Adelaide. Darcy Byrne-Jones.
Did that well against Ambrosio, Willie.
Well, Wake said free kicks were even at half-time. 14 apiece, I think. So Byrne-Jones, possession number 6 on a nice goal. He's on the half-back flank. He knows that territory. Kicks along the line. Amon, Radaglia, they all jumped. Ball goes out of bounds.
Don't mind that. Don't mind that. Having a crack, going for a fly. Making your backman honest.
All right, we'll see if Sicily makes him accountable. He had a good first half of Sava Radaglia, so ball to be thrown in on the members' wing by the interchange gates. This is Power Nation. It's a cracking game of footy, the first semi-final. Ball comes down to Newcomb. That's possession number 19 already, thanks to Lodex Equipment High. Make that number 20. He's had 3 in this early stage of this third term. They've turned it over, though. Willem Drew is there. And they do. They heard you, Waco. You dashing defender, you. And we'll have a ball up on the members' wing. Gee, we'd love a clearance here, boys, wouldn't we? A little bit of clean footy. Sweet's been good. Here we go. Oh, Horn Francis nearly had it. Socket mid-air. Goes to one-on-one. Another big tackle by Port Adelaide. Their tackling's been huge. And another one. That's holding the ball, surely. And the umpire, does he oblige? No, he doesn't. Anticlimax.
One thing positive for these umpires is that they are onto the fact that they're trying to take on that first tackle, Hawthorn.
2.5 minutes in the third quarter, and the ball on the outer wing, which is the western wing. It's the wing we're normally on, but tonight we're on the eastern wing. So
in the SEN corporate suite.
We are.
Everyone's having a good time. The Hawthorn support is a little bit quiet.
Good pies too, Kimbo.
Quite exciting amongst the crowd, and you can just sense how important it is for them. Warple just starting to come into the game. Did okay, and they moved the ball through Nash up towards Didge. He went straight through his hands. Lockie Jones slipped over. Chol now tried to take possession. Alir there too. Boundary line wins right on the 50-metre arc. Left half forward flank for the Hawks going to the northern end.
We don't want to sound like fossils, but we do see a lot of slipping over in the modern game now because of the type of boots they wear. And it's going to cost, or it has on many occasions, it'll cost a grand final one day maybe. A poor person that may happen to. Ball gets thrown in, big fist away, inside 50, race for pace. The Thatcher will get there first. He wants the boundary line, got pushed out of the way. That ball was out. The umpire was there, surely. You are kidding me. That was well and truly over, and the boundary umpire missed it. The ball's still alive. Then the Wizard,
not again.
The Wizard milks a free kick by ducking his head. That ball was out of play. We'll wait for the GJ Gardner replay.
In fairness, we are 180 metres away from it.
I was watching the super screen, Big Willie, and it was a perfect angle, and that bloke right there should get sacked. All right, the Wizard. This is Power Nation. Goes around the body. Oh, a little bit of magic. I'm not happy with that. Margin back to 3. Oh, the Hawthorn contingent in front of us. Massive Hawthorn supporter base here at the Adelaide Oval.
What have they kicked? Is that their 5th goal or 4th goal? They've had
4 from a free kick.
Yeah, 4 from frees.
4 from frees. Yep.
Sounds like that ad on TV. 4 for free. 3 for free.
Just watch the replay.
Here we go, Kim.
Here we go.
Oh, my God.
That is out, and that man's standing there. That's disgraceful.
Good call.
Thank you.
I should never, ever have queried you there. That's a very good call. Went out by about a foot.
I know. They're ridiculous. What are the goal umpire doing?
So little things become big things, though, Darryl. Just a couple of little half moments they've taken. I know the umpires have been obliging towards Hawthorn, but still, they're now within a kick again.
Well, statistics will show you it will even up as the game goes on. The odds are, but
I don't reckon
they need to show some steel here, Port Adelaide, and really hang in here.
I'd like to think then that Port get 4 free kicks in front of goal.
Hawthorn only been in front with the first score of the night, which was a behind. Coming through is Newcomb. Geez, tough. They can't stop him. They need to. McDonald now. They're running everywhere. Off the half-back flank, it's Hardwick, a high ball up towards half forward. Burgoyne had to go. Almost outmarked, was outmarked. So all of a sudden they're going. So McGuinness now into the pocket. Can they take a mark? Oh, the wizard. He's putting on his hat and all his tricks. The little fella. They picked him up at draft pick number 4 or 5, and everyone, he's the smallest guy in the league, but they knew he could play, and Sam Mitchell wanted him. He's got him, and Kimbo and Wakes, he can be a game breaker.
Yeah, he's going to be a cult figure, this lad. He is already.
Well, once again, we've seen there, they had the numbers back, Port Adelaide. They needed to turn their back on the towards the play, towards the ball.
23-26 this year. Tough angle for him. Can he make it 2 from 2? Kick on his way. That's a beauty. Absolute beauty. Can you believe it? Hawthorn are in front.
All right, let's find out how much medal Port Adelaide have, how much resolve, how much do they want this, because the game's up for grabs.
It is, Kimbo. It's up for grabs.
Yep.
The quality sides, 2 quality sides coming up here. We're second week of the finals. They just need to show something. John Newcomb, how outstanding on that last stoppage. Closey hanging off him, but he's just drawing his team into this game, just having such an impact there. He's 1 versus 4 in that midfield at the moment, but expect a few of his teammates to start getting on board. But Watson, hasn't he set it alight in this last couple of minutes to start this third?
Yeah, a little bit of magic from the Wizard. Kicks the last 2 goals in the space of about 3 minutes, and he puts his side in front by 3 points. Game on here at the Adelaide Oval. Power Nation, thanks to Hyundai and Panasonic Air Conditioning. Let's see if Port can bounce back. They don't want to be chasing for the second half. Ball comes out to Horn Francis, socketed off the ground fortuitously. Went to Boak. Kicks around his body, goes up the centre half forward. Now taken there offhand by Wines. Sweeping handball came out to Rioli. Could have given it to Horn Francis, didn't. Could have given it to Boak, but didn't. Instead he kicks wide and he finds Narkle.
Great vision.
He'll line up from 45 metres out on a 45-degree angle. I thought maybe to give to Horn Francis, though, could have been the best option.
He's
a magician,
clever,
isn't
isn't
he? I ran into my daughter's game last Friday, and he was there supporting his 2 nieces, and he was so positive. And this is less than 24 hours after the Thursday night horror show.
All right, so Narkle lines up. He's normally a good finisher. This is a massive moment. A huge budget car and truck rental moment. They can arrest the lead back. He's pushed it to the right. Margin 2 points. Right, this is where Port gets serious. They got to lock it in their offensive 60.
Some big moments here. They got it in their forward 50. They need to get a repeat entry.
That was incredible from Rioli. Then he dodged about 4 players, and out the corner of his eye saw a man 50 metres away and spotted him on the chest. So Scrimshaw's been huge and goes out wide. It's a nice mark to Sicily. Frankie Evans got to do more. Haven't got in the game yet. Only the 1 possession.
I think that will be the move I'd make, boys. Bring on Lorenz. Looks like Brewster's come on, boys.
Is Gunston off or not? They made
Gunston's
that move
still
last
on.
week. Okay, so the move's been made. I'm not sure who it is. We'll pick that up. So the ball back towards Weddle. Weddle now wants a free kick, will get it. And plays on, doesn't waste any time at all. Now it goes to Morrison, back to Josh Weddle. Kicks up in the Aaliyah direction. Getting back there was Brewster in his 300th game, but Aaliyah cuts in and takes a nice mark. Just cuts off the corner to Zerk Thatcher. He trusts his leg. Oh, dangerous again, but it was good enough. Bergman made a bad kick look good. Bergman races away from half-back, kicks towards the wing to a 2-on-2. Sarong did well, got at the ground. Horn Francis over in the footy. Marshall was good, gives it a Boat. Back now to Horn Francis. Little dinky kick.
Right inside. Got to hit it. Got to hit it.
Had to go, but he's
too slow.
Now he plays on. Kicks up towards hotspot. It's a chaos ball. Mark not taken. Hawthorn under the pump. Sarong did well to Hardwick. Back to Scrimshaw, back to Weddle. Weddle now just bides his time and goes in the pocket.
See, that was the wrong option for Molly Wines. That was bad.
D'Ambrosio takes the mark.
Yeah, kicks it down the middle. Risky kick, but a good one. Warple takes it. Now the run of... is that Weddle? Yeah, it's Weddle. He's got a set of wheels on him. Nice little kick. They're going to open Port Adelaide up here. Here they come. Ball comes in from McGuinness or smothered. Punched away. Porter a chance. Handball comes out. Big turnover. They got to make him pay. Oh, tackle when he didn't have it. Umpire blows the whistle. Gee, a little bit lucky. Port
Need to spread here, Port Adelaide. Need to spread wide. Pull the width of the ground apart.
Here they go. Zerk Thatcher gets it. Short little pass. Goes in towards Boak. Boak now down the middle. Looks for Asava Radaglia. Tried to paddle it out to Willem Drew. Then says, get out of the way. Kicks around his body. Puts it inside 50. Fortuitous bounce. Went out there to Hardwick. He in turn gives it to Impey. Impey with a nice little kick. And he finds Connor McDonald.
Played back into their hands there, didn't that? Just a fast ball forward. Ugly.
Adelaide got back, Port Adelaide got back nicely here. Oh, that's a bullet-like pass. Missed the target, though. Opportunity for Wines. Quick hands. Out to Logan Evans. Gee, there's going to be some tired boys. They're sucking it in at the moment. Power Nation, thanks to Hyundai and Panasonic Air Conditioning.
11 gone on the Paramount. Brown's got scrap time clock.
Sorry, it was Gunston. Subbed off, boys.
39 to 37, had to be, I think. And Bruce waited for the last ball. He really need to attack a little bit more. The 300 game. He's a champion, though. Nash gets grabbed by a couple. Newcomb's been outstanding. Had it, lost it. He'll run straight through. Took him all on. Evans did well, but he lost it. Copped it up. Ends up now with Mead. And Mead's kick that's going to come back. They'll be deliberate.
It's inside 50. Yeah, it's inside. Well, they went inside 50. That's fair enough.
They normally play that
lots
out.
of fortune. Few little things going Port Adelaide's way here, Kimbo.
Well, we did a little
Look for that little sliver of light, don't
Yeah,
you?
well, I thought he was going down the line. That was fair enough. We need a little snap and a tap here. Let's see. Oh, tap and a snap, I should say. Sweet gets it. Didn't get the tap, though. Now it's kicked forward. Goes in the middle of the ground. Back there is Lear. The ball sits for him. One way, then the other. He needs the handball, and he does. Hawthorn fans up and about. They wanted holding the ball. It was never going to happen. Burgoyne with the footy. Narkle provides an option. He ignores that. This is risky. That's a shocking kick. Put Butters under the pump. He ends there. He works again hard. So does Narkle, trying to crash his way through. And I reckon Port will take that every day of the week to get a ball up. Gee, big let off.
Gee, Narkle's having a crack too.
Yeah, he is. He's working hard. He's finding space, getting up the ground.
So William Drew now trying to take Newcomb on. They need something there. Ward, he's a clever player too. Kicks up towards centre half forward. Good mark. Really nice mark, Zerk Thatcher. And they're away here. Can they make the most of the opportunity? The kick from Burgoyne spots a 370 gamer in Boak.
This is where they're getting stuck, Port Adelaide.
Boak to Rosie. Yeah, they're just forming a wall through the centre, aren't they? Now they go back to Burgoyne. He's had an outstanding game. Jace Burgoyne, one of the best I've seen from him.
Here we go.
He kicks up the Radaglia direction. He's got away, no mark taken. Sicily now. His hands were good to Newcomb. He's got. No, he got rid of it. So how did he get rid of that? I'm not sure. Now to Sicily again. A really nice kick in the Chol direction. Chol can't take the mark. Chol goes after it. Ginnivan again nonchalant. Ginnivan goes after it. Big tackle. Gee, they're under the pump now. Rosie threw it over his head. He's got support in Zerk Thatcher.
Here we go.
Who
Here we
goes
go.
to Sin?
Yeah, he does. Sin kicks long, so they need Frankie Evans. He's not big against Sicily, but creates a contest. Ball came down to John Newcomb. Really good hands. He in turn got it out to Ward, who provided a bit of run, but the pressure's enormous from Port Adelaide. Well done, Willem Drew. Handball goes back to Jackson Mead. Sells a bit of candy. Goes off the side of the boot. Porter outnumbered. Horn Dog comes through. Couldn't take it. Ball comes to ground level. Willie was huge. Paid for a free kick. The umpire said, get stopped. I'm not giving it to you. Earn your own footy, he says. And I reckon it was fair enough. But Port get a reset as we have a ball up 51 metres out.
Hardwick doing a good job on Rioli this last 10 minutes. He's given him an absolute mouthful.
Margin 2 points. Nash now to Joel. Zerk Thatcher bounced off his chest, but in fairness, it's a tough ball. Brewston hasn't touched it yet. Did well to Ginnivan. Ginnivan now. It's a windy looking kick. A great mark. Really good mark taken by Logan Evans, young man.
The floating mongrel, Willie.
Kick not great, but Bergman's off to the race.
Take the territory.
Bergman puts on the afterburners. The kick wasn't good. Weddle dropped it. Time now to regain the ball. Does Hawthorn? They dodged the bullet then. They got the numbers on the outer side. What can they do now? The hurry kick goes up forward. Ginnivan there again. Burgoyne jumped. He landed awkwardly. Could have hurt himself. Sin again clears. And
bring it to ground.
It's a 3-on-3, front and centre. That was beautifully done by Drew, and it's a controlled kick to find Jason Horne-Francis. He's off to the races. Puts it out for Willie Rioli, and Willie takes a mark. So he will line up from 25 metres out, and a little coast-to-coast by Port Adelaide.
Bit of grit. How good was Burgoyne? Flew. He had to go.
Incredible.
Got a fist on it.
Incredible.
Drew outstanding. Got the overlap. They knew they had the spare. Great counter-attack by Port Adelaide.
I tell you what, I don't want to be negative, but if he misses this, it'll suck the life out of Port Adelaide.
He's one of their best kicks, though. He's got one tonight.
It was the play of the day. I tell you, it was a beautiful kick by the Horn Dog, so we'll line up now, only 30 metres out, 45-degree angle. The big Willie knew. The goal umpire didn't move. Port Adelaide back in front. They're in front by, what is it, boys? 4 points. Here we go. No, is it? Yeah, 4 points.
I reckon Junior's got a couple more in him, boys. I can just sense he knows the moments. He's going to pop up here. I play him deep out of the square. Just get him holding in his position there. Need to get some deep entries, Port Adelaide.
That was a budget car and truck rental. Thanks to budget car and truck rental, and the Port supporters are up and about. The young lady in front of us here, she's aroused. She's loving what she's seeing.
I'll be saying to the Port Tools, you just got to bring it to ground. Any 50-50 ball, you just bring that to ground. Don't think you're going to take mark of the year. You bring it to ground. Rioli coming in, Wines coming in, Mead starting to have influence.
Only met twice in finals, as I said. Hawthorn won them both by 3 points. This is going to go down to the wire. But Rioli's having a cracker of a game. Sweet did extremely well. Here they go again. They might get 2 in a minute. Up towards centre forward. Great mark, Sicily. Wonderful mark and McGain real estate mark of the night.
As Darryl Wakeland said, that's what you cannot let happen.
Took a beautiful mark, and Hawthorn were under the pump, but he's got sure hands. Really good hands with James Sicily. 17 gone third quarter, 43 plays 38.
Takes the wind out of you, doesn't it? Yeah. You're just looking so dangerous, and all you need to do is bring it to ground.
Just once again, Burgoyne's efforts in this whole game absolutely outstanding. So the Hawks can run the wing. D'Ambrosio up towards Chol. He's been quiet tonight.
That's good football. They've kept possession.
That's where they've broken down, though, going forward. Port Adelaide's defence, who under the pump last week, have done extremely well tonight. They kick it in the pocket. Can they take a mark? No. Zirk Thatcher dropped the ball when he perhaps shouldn't have. Now Lockie Jones tried to crash through. Hawthorn with the ball momentarily. They slip over. Drew was in there. Snared by Alia. High up and under. Goes back towards the wing. Mark not taken again. Sweet was there. Narkle's there. Warple grabs him. He drops the footy. Umpire said it was legal. Out of play.
I reckon the umpire was blindsided, did it? Was that holding the ball?
Looked like he dropped it.
Yeah, we'll wait for the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Well, they're owed a couple. Asava's been huge. He's just making a contest out of absolutely everything. Ball to be thrown in on the outer side. 18 and a half gone in the third term on the Paramount Browns clock. This is Pal Nation. Kim Dillon, David Wildy and Darryl Wakeland looking a little nervous. Nice hands. The ball goes out to Rosie. The skipper has 2 bounces on the members' wing. Kicks long inside 50 on a one-on-one. Good work by Marshall. Paddles the ball forward. Georgiades takes it to the goal square. Ball is loose. DBJ lurking. 2-on-2 battle. In there is Wines as well. Ball still alive. Weddle through it. High tackle there by Marshall. Ball goes over the boundary line. Port will take that all day, every day. Throw in right forward pocket. River Torrens in. Someone needs to get on their bike. Where's Willie?
Gee, it's a willing contest, isn't it? It's a great contest of footy. It's a low-scoring game.
Keep your eyes on Butters. Warple's going to Butters. Here's the throw-in. Willie, get a goal off him.
Okay, Port Adelaide have it where they want it. Sweet and Nash. Scrimshaw kicks, but it might come back. Narkle had it. He regains it. Narkle around the body to the goal square. They need a mark. Hawthorn back on the last line. They might run it through. They do.
Crowd want to deliver it.
Yeah, well, the crowd want anything at the moment.
Oh, dear, what a game.
It's
Opportunity to go in for the kill here, Port Adelaide.
Yep.
Need to take an opportunity.
Oh, wonderful exhibition of footy. Impey now ran in and out of trouble. He's got to go back. Gee, the pressure's enormous. They finally work one along the wing. More there. Logan Evans, neither can take it. Gitterman took on the tackle. Logan Evans, a young man, he's a star. He's only a kid, but he's
Bring
a
it to
star.
ground.
Oh, Hawthorn out. They spoiled each other. Wines did well. Here they go. Willie Rioli again.
No.
Big tackle. Players going down. Bodies crashing in and out. And they converge from all angles, and there's a ball up centre half forward for Port Adelaide.
How good is this game of football? How
What a
intense
game of
is
footy.
it? This is a cracker. Both sides deserve to win at the moment, but we don't want the Hawks winning. Ball thrown up. This is Power Nation. Inside 50 for Port Adelaide. Umpire blows the whistle, and we'll have a ball up 40. What do we got, boys? 45, 44 metres out from goal. Back in the goal square, Georgiades. Can we get some clear footy? Sweet had it. Look for the horn dog. Couldn't take it. Warple could. Good hands. Gets it out. Then they go through the back door. They go back out there. That's courtesy of Scrimshaw. Kicks it out to the members' wing. Beautiful. Picked up by the Thatch. Gets it over to DBJ. Sold some candy. Kicks it long. Where's Willie? Willie couldn't get it. Ball goes to ground level. We'll have a Weddle. Gets it. Sweeping handball was really good. Now Amon with a mongrel kick, and there's a bit of panic now. A 2-on-2.
Showing Bergman. Bergman's got the free kick, and they were away. Off to the races. Well done there. Georgiades a bit sore behind play. Keep your eye on him. But dangerous kick here again. Oh, big pressure bodies. Oh, free kick caught again. Wow.
Wow, lucky.
You look for the moments. I'm looking for every little moment.
Yeah, I'd like them to hit the scoreboard. They need a goal. They deserve a goal.
See, Narco's had a little bit this third quarter
He's had a crack. You called that earlier. He's putting his body on the line.
Sweeps it out wide. They got the loose player behind play. Zach Thatch, he's having a night out after a poor game last week.
Hey.
Oh, even sells the dummy. Kicks it in the pocket. Sicily's down there. So too Marshall. Neither can take it. Burn Jones. Wanted the free kick caught. Been done.
Well, he didn't have options. He tried to take them on, so
Get a man. Need to man up here. Make it a contest, Port Adelaide.
Yeah, they need repeat entries. They just got to keep forcing it back. Have a look at this if it goes forward. You got, who's that? Down there with Alir. There's only two inside 50. Down the Hawthorn end.
Forward.
Oh, Lockie Jones has been good. Got the ball. Oh, have a look at that. That's the play of the day. Now he drives it inside again. They got to bring it to the ground. They couldn't. Another big mark taken by Hardwick. Oh, smothered off the boot. Here's a goal. Here's a goal. DBJ. Yes! He picks it. Hawthorn stuffed it up. And DBJ says, I've whacked a tree from a second. And they go to an 11-point advantage.
Wow.
And that's on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard.
That's a big moment for Budget Car and Truck Rental. He kicked in the opposition. It reflected, ricocheted down to Burn Jones. That's the second goal tonight for him. He's done a couple of really nice things.
Well, maybe the gods are giving a little couple back, Kimbo. Could you believe that?
He can't just see the replay, kicked it into the head of Georgiades.
Unbelievable.
Burn Jones been exciting all night. I mean, he's taken on the tackle. He'll get caught at times, but he's just absolutely flying through the contest. Been outstanding. As I've seen Ollie Wines give a little bit of a tap on the bum to, can you believe that, into the back of Georgiades? He gave him a little tap on the bum to Hardwick it was and said, look, mate, you're going to have the biggest mouth in the game. You've got to keep backing it up. Here's a little tap.
Unbelievable. Back in the centre.
Here we go.
They're making their charge. And Radagalia burst clear. And handballs, gee, they're everywhere at the moment. Look like a Mead now. Oh, Narkle kicked in the man, but recovers on his left boot. Hawthorn down back should mark and do.
That was a shit kick.
Wow. And Burn Jones on free at the top of the 50.
Aim on now.
Just needed a cool head, lower the eyes.
A couple of Port Adelaide boys, Amon and Jarman Impey, but they can't get their normal clear run here.
Radagalia.
So they kick down the line. Radagalia can jump at this. So too can Meek. Gee, a big pack collided. Two worlds collided then. And it'll never tear us apart. That was unbelievable.
Oh, don't you think Sydney'd be sitting back watching this game and loving the physicality they're seeing? These sides are going to be stuffed. This is a cracking game of footy on Power Nation. Thanks to Hyundai. They have a run-out sale on and Panasonic air conditioning.
Mind you, last time Port played Sydney, they did win by 20 goals.
Oh, yeah, they did. I don't think that'll happen again. Ball comes down to Butters. Kept it in front of him. Lost his feet. He was going too quick. Picked up there by Sicily. Oh, this is a big turnover. Ball comes out to Warple. Wanted to sell some handy, and he does. Quick handball goes over to Morrissey. He shrugged the tackler in Rosie, the 2 number 1. I'm feeling nervous about this one. Ball comes down the ground level, going towards the boundary line. Bergman there, and he gets it over the boundary line. We have a throw in the right forward pocket. Northern end of the Adelaide Oval with the scoreboard reading 39-50. 25 minutes gone, and that's on the Paramount Browns clock, and it's 11-point lead to the Power.
He was off there, wasn't he, Butters?
hell.
He lost his legs.
Just hasn't had a massive impact tonight. He's had a bit of ball, but not the normal Zach Butters, but he's been under a cloud all week. So Hawthorn now, what can they do? Gee, Bergman just mopped it up. Lockie Jones
Here we go,
playing
here we
game
go.
2. Now to Burgoyne. Those two have been absolutely outstanding. He waits, he draws the player. Marked by Georgiadis, goes left-hand of the handball back to Nark, who's done some nice things. They work the boundary line.
Trouble.
Look at Burgoyne go again. They might have coughed it up. Impey's got to go back after it. They're on top of him, though. Mead did well to make it a 50-50
Lock it
neutral
up.
ball. And play comes to a standstill, a grinding hold, in fact, on the western wing.
Southern Radicaleer's gone back to full forward at the moment. Butters playing out of a forward pocket. We'll keep you across the others. Frankie Evans down there is gained. So we need a clearance here on the outer, on the members' wing. Hawthorn taken.
Had to be holding the ball. Had to be.
Umpire in the middle of the ground said, thank you very much. Not quite as theatrical as Razor Ray. But he got the hands out there, did the little aeroplane. So Willem Drew with the football, doing a reasonable job now on Newcomb. Goes in short to Lockie Jones, playing one of his best games for the Port Adelaide Football Club. But everything's come to a standstill. The Hawks flooding back with big numbers. So Jones kicks long. Inside 50, Asava was there, punched away, taken off hands. Now slick work by McGuinness. And the Hawks unload. It's a Hail Mary. It's a 3-on-3. Port have the numbers, and there's a free kick for a push. Oh, you're kidding me. Turn it up.
It's John Newcomb that cleared there. What a game he's played. Not sure what his stats are for Lodex.
Well,
But
that was gifted to Luke Bruce because it's his 300s, wasn't it?
okay.
They need to throw away the whistle here, the umps. They cannot have an influence like they've had in that second quarter.
Joel now pushed out his man, and they've said it was legal. I thought he pushed out a lead. Now they're going in the pocket. 50-50 ball. Oh, Logan Evans got a errant fist who did really well. They keep it in somehow. And working the boundary there was Dylan Moore, All-Australian. 100th game tonight to Dylan Moore. We forget about that when we know Luke Bruce is playing 300.
Who's going to cramp up first, boys? There's going to be someone. It's just been 2.
Minute 27 to go. Make that a minute 18 to go, boys.
All right, chance for both sides to score, but the ball's inside 50 just for the Hawks. Meek's got it. He's wrapped up in a tackle. The umpire says dead heat. A little bit lucky. I thought he tried to shrug and fend off the tackler. Or he can sweep. I haven't looked at the stats. We'll have a look at that at three-quarter time. Sweet. And
33 hit-outs to 28, really competing. The 9 possessions to 11.
Oh, free kick off the ball. It's gone the way of Dylan Moore. This could hurt. This could hurt. They've got to set up defensively. He says he's having a shot for goal.
He won't get the carry,
A little
surely.
bit ambitious with those little pig trotter legs, isn't he? Hey? There he goes, short. He knew what he's doing. Beautiful pass. Bruce. Oh, this is not good for Port. 11 points to lead. Oh, Bruce. One of
Kicking
the
right
best
on
kicks.
47,
Yeah.
46 metres, Kimbo.
548 career goals. Luke Bruce in his 300th game. He lines up 47 metres. The right footer struck it nicely. Oh, he's put it through the middle. Can you believe it? Bruce kicks his first goal. Coming off the sub.
Don't hold it to me, Wakes, but I think Bruce is second to Tony Lockett in the all-time since they've kept records of accuracy. He's at 67%. Big Tony, who got a lot of his goals from the goal square, was 70. So you take 67% for a small forward, wouldn't you?
So, such an underrated player, isn't he?
yeah.
God, through that real between over 10 years ago now, through that elite era that they had, he was just so consistent. 50, 60 goals a year, just consistent year in, year out.
Well, you look at 300 for 550 goals nearly, 549. He's one of the best small forwards in the history of the game.
Yeah, 252 points and 3 premierships.
That hurts Port Adelaide, boys. How much longer?
Oh, still in one's game, still a kick, Kim. We're loving it.
No, how many seconds left?
Oh, it can't be a lot.
Thank you.
Probably 25 seconds.
I'm only guessing. Back in the centre now. 50-50 ball falling
No,
over there. He's going to play it high.
That's not a free kick.
He fell into Warple.
We'll take it.
Hurry up. Can't be a lot of time left.
Hurry
They've got
up.
a goal in the half-time siren. Can they make it another one? Goes to the big torpedo. Here come the cavalry. Sicily. Oh, Sicily marks. Just reads it so well. And Hawthorn don't want to concede a goal like they did at half-time. They'll know there can only be a few seconds left. And there was, as Amon marks.
Wow.
Good quarter footy. Wonderful game of football. It's a low-scoring affair, but we are absolutely loving it. And at three-quarter time, Kimbo, it's Port Adelaide in front, the home team, by 5 points.
That is staggering. Port led by 13 at quarter time, 9 at half time. So the Hawks won the second quarter and they won that quarter by 4 points. Port Adelaide leading by just the 5 points, as the Big Willie told us, and that's on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard. We appreciate all our sponsors, Budget Car and Truck Rental. There's going to be some huge moments in the last quarter. We'll go through the Latex Equipment high stats as well. Stay with us. Three-quarter time here in the first semi-final here at the Adelaide Oval in front of a packed house. It's Port Adelaide leading by 5 points.
That quarter on Power Nation was for Toolkit Depot. Kickstart spring at Toolkit Depot.
Hello, Frank Walker from National Tiles. National Tiles Trade Club members now get a significant everyday discount on fuel at all Shell stations. Yes, not only do National Tiles Trade Club members get big discounts on tiles, adhesives and tools, as well as our exclusive free 2-hour express delivery, but now National Tiles Trade Club members get a significant everyday discount off fuel at all Shell service stations. National Tiles, #1 for trade tilers across Australia. Conditions apply.
From the very first over, this lineup has aced it today. Their deliveries have been in perfect line and length.
When your business needs something big delivered, don't risk it. ACET. Darren and the team at ACET Transport Solutions can move anything, anywhere, operating South Australia-wide with a huge fleet of rigid crane trucks, taxi trucks and semi-trailers. ACET Transport Solutions will handle your delivery safely. Book online in 3 simple steps. acettransport.au. Don't just send it, ACET.
Let's face it, no one likes losing. Like when your team misses the finals. Or when you're reeling in the big one and it gets away. But sometimes losing can make you feel like a winner. Just ask any of the 2 million Aussies who've lost weight with the Man Shake. So whether you'd like to shake off a few unwanted kilos or transform your life, if you want to feel like a winner, go with Australia's #1 shake, the Man Shake. Weight loss that works. Start now at themanshake.com.au.
Western Australia is set to deliver the ultimate fusion of basketball, music, culture, entertainment and style at Hoops Fest. A celebration like no other. A first of its kind, the multi-day extravaganza promises to be an unforgettable festival featuring round 1 of the Hungry Jacks NBL season, a Signet WNBL tournament, the Under-18 Australian Club Championships, an interactive fun zone, the world-famous Sneakerland exhibition, as well as music, food and loads of other entertainment. Tickets will go fast. Get yours now at hoopfest.com.au.
It's Mower Mania at Makita. For September only, get unbeatable deals across a select range of Makita XGT and LXT battery lawnmowers. Less noise, more power. Take advantage of instant in-store bonuses, plus online redemptions. But hurry, Makita's Mower Mania ends September 30. Check with your local Makita dealer or makita.com.au for details. Makita, rule the outdoors.
I want my Makita back. I want a lovely pie, me mates a 4 and 20 pie. It wouldn't be finals footy without a 4 and 20 pie. Enjoy that tasty pastry and tune into the guys. Let us entertain you and crank the volume high, while Jared calls the action with his eagle eyes. Derby fills his pockets, trying to sneak on by. And he loves the blue boys, and he loves these pies. Oh, what a lovely pie, me mates a 4 and 20 pie. Oi!
I'm going to go to the toilet and grab some more beers. Pause it for me?
No way, mate. We're not pausing live sport. If he kicks this, we're in front.
Nah, it'll be all right. Oh, what? Oh, no. Did I miss it? Come on, mate. You got to rewind it, please.
Oh, not a chance, mate. You can catch it on the highlights reel.
You won't miss a moment if you drink wise.
Well, the hardest of
hot, hot butter you've ever seen. Ream comes on steady, hot and strong. It just keeps on and on.
Save on hot water energy use by up to 73% with Ream Ambi-Heat Heat Pump.
Install a Ream.
Accept nothing less than Australia's best.
You're listening to Power Nation for Hyundai. The Hyundai run out on now. Don't miss out. And Panasonic Comfort Cloud. Set your air conditioning from your phone.
McGuinness now in the pocket. Can they take a mark? Oh, the wizard. He's putting on his hat and all his tricks. Tough angle for him. Can he make it 2 from 2? Kick on his way. That's a beauty. Absolute beauty. Can you believe it? Hawthorn are in front.
Beautifully done by Drew, and it's a controlled kick to find Jason Horne-Francis. He's off to the races. Puts it out for Willie Rioli, and Willie takes a mark. So he will line up from 25 metres out, and a little coast-to-coast by Port Adelaide. The big Willie knew. The goal umpire didn't move. Port Adelaide back in front.
Macca's. I'm loving it moments. The Monopoly game at Macca's is back.
There we go, just some of the highlights from the third term. Cracking game of footy here at the Adelaide Oval. Power Nation, thanks to Hyundai. The Hyundai run out is on now. And Panasonic Air Conditioning. Kim Dillon, David Wildy and Daryl Wakeland with you. Wake-O, what about a few stats? What can you tell us about this game thanks to Lodex Equipment Hire?
I mean, as we said, it is so evenly placed. Port Adelaide plus 12 on the inside 50s. And it's been a dominant display in that part of the ground. Disposal's very even. There's disposal efficiency. Hawthorn a little bit more efficient. They've had the 7 goals from their 29 inside 50s. Some dominant players as well.
All right, the Toolkit Depot scoreboard, and it's Port Adelaide leading by a piddly 5 points. David Wildy to get the final term underway.
Keep an eye on for that sub 2, Wilds.
Yeah, been a wonderful game too. Bruce already on for the Hawks, replacing Gunston. Every ball now is critical. Ollie Wines applies a clamp.
Beautiful.
Tackling at Port Adelaide has been an absolute feature of the game. Low-scoring affair. Port lead by 5 points. Putting on Power Nation, David Wildy, Kim Dillon and Daryl Wakeland. Next goal critical. What can they do? More.
Hold the ball!
Hey, Waco. Willem Drew couldn't believe his luck because he actually just dropped that.
Must be a record for holding the balls tonight.
I'd love to get that stat. It's a massive stat for Lodex. Here we go. Willem Drew now. Can Port Adelaide take a mark? Out comes Georgiades!
What a
He's
kick.
been quiet tonight, but we know he can kick a footy. Kicked one in the second quarter from almost identical position. And he can go for his second goal. The young man, 41 goals for the year, 1 tonight.
Is that Sarong or Scrimshaw on him there?
I think they've had Sarong on him for a lot of the night, but he's been very, very quiet. Or Sarong's been on Marshall as well, so...
That was Sarong then.
So a massive kick, Kim. You said you wanted to go early. This can put the Power up by 11 points. The weight of expectation on the shoulders of young Mitch Georgiades. He's a really good player, and he's normally a really good kick, and he's just let the breeze take it across the face of goal to the far side. Port Adelaide lead exactly now by 6 points.
Well, there you have it, 7-9. 7-9 to 7-3. There's the ball game at the moment.
Carl Amon brings the ball back into play. The former Port Adelaide player drives it long down the outer side. Meek had front position, spoiled away by Sweet. Then he does a little backhander. First player will be D'Ambrosio. And he gets on that left boot, spears out a pass, and it's a beauty. And the mark's taken there by Dylan Moore. Plays on with a handball. Yep, D'Ambrosio well picked up. Willie gets another kick. Bergman front position, or nearly a big mark taken by the Wizard. Rosie Emper shoot. Rosie nearly gets him. The Wizards get this third. And scores are locked away at the Adelaide Oval. And there's Wizard hats everywhere in the crowd. Wow, was he quick? He got away from Rosie.
He's a star.
We'll just keep an eye on this replay, boys. The GJ Gardner's home. I think it was Logan Evans was his direct opponent. He'd come up the ground like all good forwards do. Then he just darted back. Rosie looked like he was going to tackle him, but he just laid off the ball across the body, and what a superb kick that was.
And he could have handballed too, Wakes, but he backed himself in. He's got his third goal, and I tell you what, He may be the game break if they win. He certainly will be.
So Georgiades misses a set shot. Wasn't a super easy one. Goes straight down coast to coast. Scores locked away.
Unbelievable. 51 points apiece. And Watson's got 3 goals. Sicily's gone to full forward.
Yeah.
That's a big move too, because he's being so good down back. The Rucks go at it. As we said, every ball critical. Newcomb's been outstanding tonight. Warple, Butters got caught, collared. Rosie gets the crumb. Away goes Connor. Now gives it off to the ruckman in sweet. Took his time, but did well. Rioli's been outstanding tonight. And can he find another?
yeah.
He can. Georgiades, deja vu. Take 2. And he needs to go back and kick this one.
How good was Butters? How good was Rosie? How good was Wines? And what about Jordan Sweet with a big handball?
Rioli
right
has been
decision.
Outstanding with his disposal. So he missed the last one. It pushed across the face of goal. You can see a lot more goal face here. No real angle to contend with. 45 out at the northern end. A massive kick in the career of Mitch Georgiades. Can he redeem himself? Can he redeem himself?
Massive.
Yes, he can.
Massive.
The Watson goal's answered by the Georgiades goal. Port Adelaide back by 6 points.
Positive is Wills. He's coming up at the football. They're going through him. He's got his backman very, very worried in this game. We're deep into this game. It's such an intense knife edge type style of game, and he's coming up. He's wanting to stand up.
I don't want to go early, boys, but I think that plays in Adelaide's favour, Port Adelaide's favour, the fact that Sicily's gone up forward.
I agree.
I think he's pulled the trigger too. Yeah, you can say it's a bold move. They're here to win the game.
But he controls the back
I agree with you. But it will get down to winning clearances. So at the moment, all the kings in the middle. Drew's there. The Brownlow medalist. Wines there. Sweet. And also Rosie, the captain.
I like the match-up with Bergman v Sicily.
I do too.
Right.
Both very athletic. Ball back centre field. Rosie's there opposed to Newcomb. It's a clearance though, courtesy of Ward. Taking the ball was Watson. Burgoyne had it, lost it. Good hands. Comes to Rosie. Out to Burgoyne. And it's a chip little kick to Frankie Evans. Knees there to target. He's got a Sava there. Puts the ball out in front. Diver Sava. It was a shocking kick. Lift your game, Evans. Come on. It was not a good kick.
Got to make the call. Now Sicily's out. What do you got to lose with McEntee? Get Lorenz on.
Yeah.
Get Lorenz on.
I might even take Evans off, I think.
Evans, you mean, not McEntee. He got dropped.
Ball tossed in again.
Sorry, Frankie Evans,
Yep.
sorry.
He's been quiet. Newcomb's been huge for Hawthorn. Wines tried to run him down. Ward was in there. Willem Drew somehow kept it in play. And Wines gets crunched by Amon and goes over and out.
Looks like Marshall's been subbed for Lorenz, boys.
Wow,
Okay.
big call. Well, he hasn't done a lot. I don't mind that, I suppose. Frankie Evans got a little bit of leg speed.
Maybe that's why Sicily's gone. Don't need the height down back.
Yeah, good call.
So, okay, here we go. Couple of very precious moments for the game. Radagalia's done some nice stuff. Caught, but not before Drew got it.
handball.
Drew goes out to Evans. Evans could have done the check side. Can he spot a man? Almost a diving catch. Burgoyne's been outstanding. Chase Burgoyne, just about best man on ground. He's had an outstanding, and he stood Jack Ginnivan, and Jack has not seen the footy tonight. Port Adelaide crowd have gone absolute nuts, and they have a handy break of 12 points. Take a bow, Chase Burgoyne.
In a big final like this, they say in the classics, Kimbo, you don't just deserve a win, do you?
No.
You never deserve. You got to go earn it.
And they're doing it. Gee, they're having a crack. Look, I know we're a little biased. This is Power Nation, but Port have been the better side. It'll be heartbreaking if they lose this one. Hawthorn's been good, but they haven't been the best side. But there's a lot of footy remaining at this stage. So Port Adelaide got to keep their head in the trough and stay focused. The crowd's up and about. There's a huge contingent of Hawthorn supporters here. They're making a stagger noise.
She's killed Jack Ginnivan tonight too. Burgoyne's run off him time time again.
You wanted that match up early and you called it beautifully. It's worked
Francis deep forward. V. Weddle.
All right, I'd love him to kick a goal. Ball goes down to Sweet. He's getting better. Gets it out to Rosie. The skipper says, catch me if you can. Gets onto the left boot. Puts it back to the members. Oh, DBJ had it, lost it. Grabbed it back. Now they go just outside 50. They'd like to get it over the boundary line.
He's taking it.
Mark to Evans.
Frankie Evans.
Lucky they didn't sub him, Waco. Now he goes in, long to there to the square, but it's a shocking kick. Rioli got there, he hit the football.
Oh, yes.
So the ball goes out of play. Throw in left forward pocket. That's a huge win for Port Adelaide.
Massive IQ, smart play by Rioli. Hasn't he been an influence on this game?
Well, that's why they recruited him. He's the only man that's won a premiership out there for Port Adelaide at AFL level. Throw in left forward pocket. Who can get on their bike? We need a tap and a snap. There's the tap. Now the ball comes out. Horn Francis has kicked it. Come on! God! And all of a sudden, Port Adelaide. Come on! Wow!
Go earn it, Kimbo. Go earn it. Come on.
Wow. And they did. You reckon he kicked it high enough? It went up the chimney, but it was accurate.
I'll tell you what, you rode that one through, Kimbo.
Well, I may have had a little multi.
Wow.
So they keep going in for the kill, though, don't they?
3 goals. It was level not long ago, and 3 quick goals have been amazing here.
That is staggering, boys. What is that? How many minutes, Willie, that they've done that in?
18 points is the margin. What have we played? Still plenty of time left in the game, but Port Adelaide, they're running on top of the ground, and Hawthorn don't have the answers. Started in the centre too. The last 3 clearances have gone to Port Adelaide.
Lorenz on the wing, boys, right in front of us. He's opposed to McDonald. Fresh legs.
I'm just loving the game, as I said, of Jace Burgoyne. He's just about best man on ground.
Yeah,
What can
I love
Hawthorn conjure up? Newcomb's been outstanding. Burgoyne again. He's doing party tricks.
He is smashing Ginnivan.
Jack Ginnivan had a shocker. He's had a pretty good year, Ginnivan, but tonight he's had his colours lowered. So Burgoyne keeps it in the Radicaleer direction. The big fella Asava goes after it. Lorenz in there as well, off hands, but they've got the answers at the moment.
It's a perfect matchup for Burgoyne, isn't it?
Yeah, well coached, Kenny Enkley.
He's not a massive physical beast. It's perfect.
And he's quicker than him.
And he's smart. He's smart player, Burgoyne, getting back behind the ball.
I tell you, Lorenz didn't do much then, but what he did was brilliant. Got his hand on the ball twice to force it over the line. Ruck work. Meek wins the tap. Oh, big tackle by Jordan Sweet as well. Gee, they're up and about. Port Adelaide, another goal, and it's going to be very difficult for the Hawks. 69 plays 51, 18-point lead on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard.
Yeah, the 1 goal away, I reckon, Kim. One more in a low-scoring game. Burgoyne again. Just put on the clinic tonight. He's going after it again. He's just running on fumes at the moment, but he's had an outstanding game. As we said, Jace Burgoyne, 10 minutes gone on the Paramount Browns got scrap scoreboard, and the 51,000. Well done. Hats off to all fans, Hawthorn and Port Adelaide.
Lorenz will get an opportunity here. He needs to put his body on the line if he gets a chance.
So Sydney beckoning if they can hang on for the next 20 or so minutes.
Oh, Bart's handball.
Ball out on the wing. Wines just bullocks the ball forward. I've never seen Port Adelaide play with as much pressure. It's been outstanding. Jarman Impey, he got collared too. Almost had his pants pulled down. Lorenz came off his line. Did well. Turnover here, maybe. Yes, it is. Yep. Ward to Nash. Nash into the pocket. Mark taken. Bruce now, clever little kick to Ginnivan, who's been really quiet. He's got 1 goal tonight, but has had no real influence on the game at all. But we know he can do the mercurial. Jack Ginnivan. Played in a premiership last year, had a very quiet day there too, but he's got a medal. He's been really good. 27 goals for the year, that one of the biggest kicks of his short career. 11 minutes gone, Port Adelaide by 18. Can he make it 12? Ginnivan, oh, he's hit the belly of the ball. It's gone up like a burnt pie. Mark not taking the goal square. Play a scrap for the footy again. Is that Burgoyne in there as well? God, he's everywhere. He is everywhere.
He's like you in the under-19s, Willie. He's just a matchstick man. He's just a whippet. He's a little bony little character he is, but geez, play with a lot of heart. So too is Sweet. The umpire got in the way, and they've coughed up a goal.
Easily.
The umpire got in the way, and the players are complaining. The umpire influenced the game. Now what happens there?
Nothing.
I've called that a player gets fined.
Play on.
Oh, you're kidding me. 12 points to margin. Good goal.
Oakey was calling that off the hand there.
Not happy with that.
Wow, that was something out of nothing. The kick from Ginnivan.
Have a look at that in the GJ gun. Now have a look at this here when the umpire gets in the way. Have a look. Ball comes out. Bergman gets blocked.
Oh, where could the umpire go?
Bergen needed to be
disappear.
closer. He needed to be closer, though, and he needed to be more boundary side there.
Poor umpire's just backed out of tossing the ball up. He's got...
This is Power Nation,
Yeah,
all right. We want Port to win.
Okay. So
Oh,
Sicily,
12 points going back on.
Sicily, 15 possessions and a goal for Lodex.
Too much space there on that occasion. They're the moments, aren't they?
13 gone. Clearance.
Horn Francis back in the centre square.
This is where the game's won and lost through the centre. Port Adelaide this quarter been dominant, taking out of the centre square. Well, they checking whether it's touched, are they? This could be a massive moment.
Oh,
if it's touched. If it is touched.
Oh!
Kimbo seen something?
Who's that there?
Finger. Boke.
It's Bokey.
I tell you what, this would be massive.
Oh, that's inconclusive.
They called it goal, didn't they?
Oh, no.
Looks.
Be hard to
call that?
overturn that. Hard to overturn it, too. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Finger.
That is massive.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's a
huge.
finger. He called it.
It is a massive moment, probably the biggest moment for Budget Car and Truck Rental we've had all year.
Yep, there's a
Did he-
fingertip.
Did he claim
It's
it?
yeah, it's a
at the
fingertip.
time?
Yeah, left hand.
Yeah, no, but when it in real life did that?
Yeah, he did.
He did?
Yep. Bokey.
Oh,
Zerk Thatcher, is it? Gee.
no, it's Boke. Is it the right? It's the right, very
he
top
called
of the
it.
right
He
finger.
called the touch down the ground. He called that.
Wow.
Can they turn it over, though? Is that conclusive? Oh, you can see the finger flick. You
Yep.
can see it flick.
It did.
No, what's happened? They
Oh,
called a
no.
goal.
They didn't overturn it.
What?
Make your mind up.
Players went back into position, and now it's unbelievable.
13, you might have had to change the score 3 times now. All
What
right,
is going
ball
on
back
here?
centre field. 14 and a half gone. That's on the Paramount Browns clock. Ball back centre field. Power Nation. Newcomb there. Good tackle by Rosie. That's
On
on
the
the ball. Umpire wouldn't pay it. Another big tackle on the ball. Still wouldn't pay it. Now it comes out to the Horn Dog. He's grabbed. And we have another ball up. And they've advanced at 5 metres closer to the Port Adelaide goal. 12 points to lead to the Power. Oh, doing a great job there was Meek. Managed to get the tap down, but it goes to Wines, and we'll have another ball up.
Did you think it flicked his hand or not?
Well, I thought it did. Then they were going back, then they changed them on
Looked
again.
like the top of the finger, didn't it?
Okay, as you said, maybe inconclusive. So Lorenz kicks up towards half forward.
Oh,
Good
good
mark now. Morrison, now they play on quickly. They know they're going to go for broke here. Long kick in the Chol direction, probably and beyond. He can't get there.
Look at Aliir.
Aliir go, 100-metre sprint.
Wow.
Well done, Aliir. Really good stuff now to Boak. Boak now high ball from Logan Evans. Not his
Terrible.
greatest kick, really. In fact, a poor kick, but it ends up in the lap of Nark.
Here we
Doesn't
go.
waste any time. 50-50 ball. Who wants it more? Out comes Hardwick. He's already had one big clanger tonight. That was a beauty in Hawthorn now on the march.
Oh, they're on the march again. You're right, Willie. They go down the members' side. It's a one-on-one. Oh, the Thatch! And again, real estate mark of the day. Chol tried to push him under the football. He wouldn't have any of that. He stood his ground after ducking his head twice last week. He has had a cracking game. Drives it long, down the members' wing. Asafa Radagalier got his hands to the ball. Play on.
Good
No.
mark to Meek, I think.
Oh, they paid it, but they've called play on. A free kick for chopping. Puts the Hawks under a bit of pressure. They respond okay. Now kick long down the line. Burgoyne's there. Couldn't take the mark. The ball is flicked out wide. It goes to Butters. Little clever handball that wasn't that clever. But good pressure there by Jones. I think he's hurt himself. We'll have a look. Is that Jones? They don't want to lose a player. They've already activated their sub.
Oh, the ball!
No, play on, says the umpire. Oh, this is dangerous. Warple gets it. Kicks to a one-on-one. Sicily used his body. Kicks towards goal and missed. He did everything right apart from the execution. Margin now only 11 points. The Hawks coming back.
Lockie Jones, I think, winded Kimbo.
Oh, he's coming off.
How's that not holding the ball on that outer side?
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Get angry, Waco.
Bloody oath.
They need to go up the guts here, I reckon.
So the ball now with Miles Bergman. Nice penetrating kick to the far side. Where's Burgoyne? Oh, he jumped at it too. He's everywhere. Now Radagalier to Darcy Byrne-Jones. Sweeps it up towards the half flank. Snared by Amon. Hardwick under pressure.
Got him.
Got out somehow. Now to Morrison. Gee, they're under the pump all the time. Morrison gets it back again. Kicks to half forward. It can't get a mark. Competing there was McDonald. Burgoyne in the way again.
Wow.
You'd swear there's a couple
Look
of
at that for a
Burgoynes
kick.
out there.
It's
Now
opened up.
Wines.
Got to come this way.
Ollie Wines looks to his left hand to his right. He does give. Now they're on the march. Logan Evans. That's
terrible
a poor kick.
kick.
D'Ambrosio should mark and does.
Oh, that's an awful kick from the young fella. He needs to do better than that. They get the age, kick it better. They're going to get hurt on the rebound. They're out. Ginnivan's all by himself. Charles sells some candy. Burgoyne's trying to get back there, but that's impossible. Ginnivan takes the mark. Looked like he nearly played on.
Gee.
No, he doesn't deserve to kick that one. He's bludging.
If you had 100 spots you could kick, that was the number one
He plays on.
spot you didn't want to kick to.
Kick the goal. We're back to a 5-point margin, boys. That's what it was. Port Adelaide got out to an 18-point lead. That was just an awful kick from Logan Evans, an absolutely
He's
awful
done 2 or 3
kick.
of those tonight.
I know.
I
I don't know if he's had a jab in the groin. He's kicking it like a 9-iron.
Not looking. He just kicked it straight up in the air. Yeah, right.
Just had to settle, take a couple more yards, didn't he? He had the space to go. There was no one within 10 metres of him, and you force a turnover.
I'll say it again, Kimbo. 2 finals decided by less than a goal. In fact, 3 points.
Hey, boys, we
both
might,
to Hawthorn.
we might go into extra time. We haven't done that here in a final since Port Adelaide and West Coast.
Well, there's 3 points the difference, so it's probably unlikely at the moment, but you never know.
Gee, so where's this game at now? They momentum back with the Hawks, but Port still with a 5-point lead.
Well, they've kicked
Chol
the last
goes into
couple.
ruck. Chol goes into ruck here, boys. This is a massive centre clearance.
And he did well last time he went in the ruck in the second turn.
Chol's got a big leap on him against Sweet. Doesn't get a leap at it. Warple can't get it either. Little backhand of Sweet did well. Threw his big body at it. Chol goes after it. Dillamore applies a big tackle, and they'll have a reset just outside the bullseye. What have we played? We have played 19 minutes. Wakes, you've got the real time left to.
A 10-minute game.
Still 10 left. Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, Wines just fumbled there. Perhaps could have been holding the ball. Now Impey goes over the top, gets his own ball, then applies a big tackle. Horn Francis gets away. He dropped it. He's collared.
Gee, I thought Port could have won a free kick there on 2
and a 50.
50 metres.
Kimbo.
Oh, the Hawks could hit the lead here. They'll be too far out to score. Port need to get back quickly. And I didn't like the move of Sicily to fall forward. But
He could be a match winner.
Yeah, Sam Mitchell may know better. Well, I'm sure he does, but he is looking dangerous. He's kicked 1-1 since he went there.
Such a clever player, Sicily.
So the ball comes right up to centre half forward now, about 65 metres out. Who gave the 50 away? It wasn't on Francis again, was it? Alir stood his ground. No free kick. Ball goes to ground. We'll have a ball up. 25 out, directly in front of the Hawthorn goal. 69 plays 64 on the Toolkit Depot scoreboard. Toolkit Depot's big brand sale is on now. This is Power Nation. Sweet's been enormous. He's trying his guts out. Ball socket off the ground. Oh, it's going to be the Hawks that are there first. I think it's gone down to McGuinness. Handballs back to Morrissey. Puts it up to the hot spot. Bodies guys everywhere. Loose ball. Beautiful pirouette. That was by Evans. He got a bit of purchase on that kick. Georgiades needs to bring it to ground. He does. Big tackle. Willie No holding the ball. No prior, said the umpire. So we get a ball up on the members' wing. 20 minutes gone in the final term. Port by 5.
Yeah, the tired boys now.
Jace Burgoyne cramping, boys.
Yeah.
Sitting back at home with the feet up on the couch. So they're like, this has been a real battering sort of game. It can come down to one little moment. Oh, Francis Evans almost had an airy.
I tell you
what. Was it high?
Yes. Right, use the ball, Frankie. Use the ball.
Had a very quiet night as Francis Evans. So Port Adelaide now a chance to extend their lead. They go out wide. Rioli's had a real big part of this game. He finds Rosie and Connor Rosie with the blue boots.
Just everyone needs to get a man. They need to engage. Weddle the spare. That's it. Sweet goes in deep.
So there's a long kick in the pocket. They need a mark. Horn Francis couldn't take it, but Georgiades can. He's a man of the moment. He'll kick this round the body.
He's got Scrimshaw on toast, or is it Sarong?
Oh, no, it was, you're right, it was Scrimshaw. He's not happy. He needs to just take a big breath here. This should be bread and butter.
He's just a wonderful young man. Mitch Georgiades, a couple of goals tonight. Should make it 3. Round the body, we saw Ginnivan hit the belly.
Go earn it, son. Go earn it, son.
Georgiades, thank you very much. He's got 3 and Port Adelaide a handy lead. The time clock keeps on ticking. And we'll check that score. It is 75-64. Port by 11 points. And how much time on that time clock there, Wakes?
We are 8 minutes, boys. 8 minutes on the knocker. Well, we spoke about Georgiades all night. He's had a relatively quiet night. I'd love to know what was spoken about at three-quarter time, but he's come out with some energy. They've gone hard. He's come hard up at the lead. It's the perfect matchup with Scrimshaw. We know he loves to drop off. We know he loves to play in front. High ball from Rosie come in there, and that was just a terrific contested mark. 10 metres out.
Port Adelaide by 11, Waco. Let's have a look at the midfield here. Drew is there alongside of Newcomb. Rosie's in there. Butters is there as well. So all the Kings in the midfield. Sweet did well. Got a handball to no one. Rosie's being held. Then he's socketed off the ground but had an airy. Ball goes socket off the ground again by Amon.
Butters
it's a
onto
race
it.
for pace. Butters will be the first one there. If he can pick it up, he can. But his handball was smelly. Went straight to Amon, who got it on to D'Ambrosio. Now it goes back to McDonald and back to Amon, and the kick is pretty good. Chol gets it. He runs away from Sweet. Takes about dive, son, dive. Oh, he couldn't. There's the kick. He ran too far. Jordan Sweet, take a bow.
Oh, well done.
What a gutsy run by the big fella.
Great grunt. He's puffing.
He's stuffed.
Wow.
He's done a mountain of work tonight. Just to chase down, forced him that extra 5 metres.
He can't take the kick.
That is incredible play, and once again for Budget Car and Truck, that's a big moment, and it doesn't get much bigger than that.
Need the reset.
Now someone should be getting alongside of him. He is knackered. He can't kick it.
He's calling out for the oxygen bottle.
I know. Where are the runners?
Radicalea down the line, head to head.
Radicalea, it goes in that direction. Darryl Wakeland called it. The big rat sets himself, got underneath the football. Morrison over the top of it, couldn't take it. Morrissey, I should know Morrison. I got it right. Apologies.
They used to have a Morrissey.
Yeah, I know. That's what confused me. We've got a dead heat, so we've got a ball up right in front of us.
Stoppage here.
Yeah,
we get it going forward, Port Adelaide.
We've got a call. We're calling it from the outer wing. Sweet takes it and kicks it out of bounds on the full. He's stuffed.
He's had a go tonight, hasn't he, the big fella?
What?
Wow. A lot of hit-outs. He's won the hit-outs.
All right, Willie, we need an intercept mark here. The ball is being taken by Amon, former Port Adelaide player. What a gutsy game of footy. Port Adelaide leading by 11.
They're just trying to hang on. Is there going to be another twist to this game yet? So Carl Amon with the footy. He's had a great year.
Just trying to get that little lead up.
Here we go. Towards Chol and Watson. Oh, yeah. Just pushed him out too easy.
Again, real estate mark of the day.
So now they can just wind the clock down a bit. They lead by almost 2 goals. So Alia's kick wasn't a great one. Radicalea got out muscled there by Weddle.
Did well.
Weddle gets in front. Neutral ball in the wing. No one can take it in there. Lorenz goes after it. Will Lorenz sit on top of him. Nothing doing. 75 to 64. 25 gone.
How long, Waco? I'm stuffed.
Paramount Brown's got scrapped.
6:45.
6:45 left on the clock. Power Nation, thanks to our good friends at Hyundai and Panasonic Air Conditioning. Willem Drew punches the ball forward, goes to the veteran in boat, smothered off the ball at boot of DBJ. It's a 50-50 proposition, trying to paddle it forward. Umpire blows the whistle, we'll have a ball up right on the outer wing.
This is one of the toughest games Wakes have seen for a long while in terms of throwing your
It's intense. It's been brutal, hasn't it?
This clearance is huge, boys. Sweet wins the tap. Butters is there. Warple's there as well. Picked up by Rosie. Flicks it over the head. Players holding each other. Radicalea has been enormous. Crash through, trying to get a handball. That is not holding the ball. The umpire in the middle was nearly going to pay that. Fair dinkum. No prior there. So we've got a ball up on the outer wing. They need some clear football. They need someone to get out a little bit wide. Sweet wins the tap again. Taken by Drew. Got a little dribbly kick. It'll go just inside 50. Taken by Georgiades. Got the handball back, Butters. He fell over. Poured out the numbers. No, slipping over. They've lost the footy. I can't believe it. Good work, though, by Wines. He gets a kick away. It goes inside 50. Touched off the boot. Amon gets it, but Porter under pressure, Willie.
Yeah, a bit of panic from both teams. They try and clear. Can they exit? They do. Good hands there. Nice mark to the big fella and Meek. Love
Jones
the battle
was hot on his tail.
Oh, dangerous ball. Just finds Impey. But the time clock now becoming the enemy for Hawthorn. They need to kick 2 goals unanswered.
Well, Port did it against them in 32 seconds.
They did. Can they pay him back from the round 10? That was one of the most unbelievable finishes we've ever seen.
Got to dig deep here.
So Ginnivan has been a quiet
Have to dig deep.
Kicked a couple of goals, but has been quiet. They go down the line. Port won't mind that. Meek and Sweet. Sweet and Meek. Sweet. Oh, bounced off his chest. Sicily. Zerk Thatcher. Sicily kept it in somehow. Then applies the tackle. Could have been holding the ball. Won't be. Here's Sicily again. Goes by hand to Nash. Nash goes over top. 50-50 ball.
Oh, yeah.
Bergman did well.
Great
Takes it over and
tackle.
out.
Great chase down, Frankie Evans. Great chase down.
This is
Rosie, sorry.
unbelievable. Rosie and also Bergman got involved there, so this is a critical throw in. Sweet's out on his feet. As we said, gasping for air. We looked at the petrol tank at Red Reserve. Now he's got nothing. Sweet and Meek. Warpool, the crowd coming in full voice. This will be the one of the great wins for Port Adelaide if they can hang on. No one gave him a chance this week after last week's drubbing, and they're playing some super footy.
Yeah, we're at the 28-minute mark. It's all about stoppages now. They like to chew up a little bit of the clock, just keep it in tight, grab the football, but it comes out wide. Long kick. Was that Bruce? Getting back there, Aliir. The ball's still alive. Taking it, Ollie Wines. That's deliberate. No, it's young Evans, is it? Oh, dear. No, it was Wines. No, it was Evans. No, it was Lorenz. I'll get it right in a minute. Jeez, he was lucky.
It reminded me of the Richmond game.
Waker.
Deliberate.
He went straight for the line. Big let off.
5 minutes, boys. Massive.
It's going to be huge.
Contest here.
Okay, Sweet got the front position. Ball comes down the ground. Handball comes out. That was Bergman. Missed the target. We get a throw in. It's on the left half forward flank, outer side. River Torrens end of the Adelaide Oval, 40 metres away, metres away from the Hawthorn goal, and they trail by 11 points. This game has been huge.
You see the big moments just appear in front of us, boys. There's probably 3 or 4 massive moments to come.
And they're all thanks to Budget Car and Truck Rental. Ball at ground level. D'Ambrosio gets a kick away. Oh, diving mark, and it's been taken there by Moore. Dylan Moore can drag it back to 5 points. I don't think he'll miss from here. Is that the kiss of death?
Well, I don't seem to
Here he goes. He goes around the body. No, it's like shelling pea. Oh, he hit the post. We go to the kiss of death. Take that. Take that. Margin back to 10 points. Massive let off for Port Adelaide.
A little slither of light there, Kimbo. Is that the slither? Is that the moment?
You just feel as Port's on their terms now. They've had a couple of bits of bad luck, but they've got the game in the palm of their hands. Just need to hang on for a couple more minutes. Warpool threw it on the boot, under pressure, goes out.
Call it.
No, the umpire. Well, they didn't in the earlier
Yeah, but
one,
the other
did they?
one was down the line. That was a little bit more lateral, that kick. Oh, you're a bit lucky.
So the time clock can only be about 4 minutes left. Port Adelaide leading by 10 points, 30 minutes gone. Footy on Power Nation. David Wildy, Kim Dillon, Daryl Wakeland. Who's there? Another twist. Bruce.
On the ball!
Comes out wide.
Trouble.
They can step for goal, and they kick the goal. There is time left. Can you believe it? McGuinness has kicked a goal. Hawthorn will not lie down and die. And they are in the game again. It's a 4-point game. They won their last 2 finals by 3. Could it happen again? Who knows?
I don't want them to die, really, but I just don't want them to try so hard.
Oh, you can't.
What a game of football, boys.
You can't lose
what a
from
game
here,
of
Daryl
football.
Falk. You're not losing.
Don't say that. What are you saying?
What
Get the momentum. They just kept feeding it across, didn't they?
Well, let's not forget they got out to an 18-point lead early in this final term. They led by 13 at quarter time, 9 at half time, 5 at the start of three-quarter time.
How much time, Daryl?
It's all about centre clearances now. The crowd's up and about. The Hawks fans are on their feet.
Come on, Kimbo, get him home.
I'll get you a clearance.
Massive
Don't worry
clearance.
about that. Willem Drew's in there. The Horn Dog's in there. And Zach Butters. Who wants it the most? They're up against Warpool. And it's Lloyd Meek opposed to Sweet. There's the bounce. It's a cracking bounce. Oh, Sweet took it. No, Lloyd Meek took it. Kick around the body by Warpool. Big fist away. Ball comes out to Horn Francis. Handball away wasn't great. He in turn gets it to Willem Drew, courtesy of Burgoyne. Port Adelaide get inside 50. They haven't got the footy though. Oh, they slip over. Gee, there's some pressure out there. Now the ball from Morrison. Kick wasn't great. But they've got the football. Impey's got it.
Hold the ball! Hold the ball!
Come on! What a tackle! That is insane. Ben Jones. Now they just run the clock down. They go out wide to the skipper.
They've got to get set up forward. Need to set up forward here.
They need to hit another pass, Willie. Another short pass before they go long.
2:40 to go, boys.
Here they go into the pocket. Every possession critical, almost a mark there. The tackle from DBJ. If Port Adelaide win the game, oh, look at Horn Francis. What's happened to him? It's not a hamstring, is it?
Oh, was a cramp. Might be cramp.
Well, hopefully it's only cramp. It doesn't look good. Here goes Rosie. Rosie had it, lost it. They want holding the ball. Umpires not game to pay it at the moment. As
Was it a goal? He's called it. He's called it. Hold the ball.
Oh, that was a crowd decision.
Horn Francis. Just keep your eye on him. Hopefully it's only cramp. So Hawthorn now with a couple of minutes to go. They've got to take it on. They go straight down the line. Oh, good mark to Nash. Gee, Nash.
Too easy. We've hardly called him.
Plays on to Weddle. Weddle now keeps on running.
Here we go. Here we
Over
go.
the top. It's a 50-50 ball, and they're running hard at it. Can they keep it in? Can they take it out? Bergman now.
Good tackle, Lorenz.
Crowd
boys.
rose, couldn't see a thing, but I assume it's gone out.
Yeah, it's gone out. Good tackle by Lorenz. How much time, Waco?
2 minutes.
2 minutes still. You're kidding me. Speed it up a bit. So we've got a throw in right in front of us here on the outer side. We're in the corporate suites. Cracking atmosphere. Ball gets thrown in. Sweet reached over the top. Lloyd Meek got the foot in. Kicks it out on the ball. So on the half-back flank on the outer side, River Torrens end. The free kick will be taken by Logan Evans, whose leg hasn't been that good tonight.
Radicalea down the line. Sweet down the line. Radicalea needs to set himself. Get back, Radicalea.
I'm worried about his kicking, boys. He's been kicking it like a sandwich.
Just got to kick it to the wing, that's all.
And not kick it out of bounds on the full. There we go. That's a better kick. He's kicked it about 10 metres. Radicalea's there. Couldn't take it. Trying to get it was Wines. That was good. Mitch Georgiades
Pull it in.
We take it, we chop off another 10 seconds off the clock. What's the time, Waco? How much time?
Minute 50.
Minute 50. No need to snap. I'm just as tense as you. I'm only joking. There the ball goes up. Now punch forward. Oh, dearie me. It goes straight back towards Scrimshaw. Now the ball high in the air. Oh, Sicily. Sicily's taken a mark. He'll have a shot to possibly win the game from 48 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
Could be the match-winning move, as we said.
Oh, dearie me, can you believe it? This will rip the heart out of the Port Adelaide fans. Captain Courageous, can he kick it? He kicks from 48. There's a minute left on the clock. And the kick's on its way. Hit the post.
Again.
Hit the post.
Is it two posters?
No way. 3 points the difference.
How long waits?
Minute to go.
Port Adelaide need to hold on to the ball. They've got to spread.
1 minute.
They need to spread.
Unbelievable.
Why aren't they spreading? They can't just kick down the line.
Logan Evans now kicks back into play. Port Adelaide need a mark.
Boys.
Up they go, down they go. Goes to the back of the pack. They've got to keep it in play. Oh, he's been flagged.
He had the football.
No way.
Shocking decision.
He had the football.
Shocking decision.
Let's start with the play. It comes down to this, you'd think. Oh, the big fella Alia down to Weddle. Now it gets tapped down towards the Hawthorn forwards. They can't do much with the
Keep it
footy.
in.
Port Adelaide really scrapping. Here's a chance at D'Ambrosia. Did well. Got boot the ball. The man back. This will win the game.
Got it.
Should win the game.
Stop. Go right. Just go back, son.
He can go back. He can take a breath. And Port Adelaide should go to next week against Sydney in the prelim final. He kicks down towards the wing.
Shit.
Here they go again. Mark not taken. Ball to ground. Swears the siren.
Oh, no.
They snap it back. Almost to Mark. Almost to push.
Kill the ball. Kill it. Kill it.
Hold it.
Hold it. How long? 10
seconds. 75. Hawthorn are won by 3 points. Twice, Kimbo.
Get back.
Port Adelaide are up by 3.
Okay, ball goes up. Now goes down the ground level. Picked up by Jacob. Yes! Yes! Redemption! Flogged last week. And they win it. Yeah! Unbelievable. Come on!
Post with a minute to go. Unbelievable.
Have a look at that. Jack Ginnivan, you can go to Sydney next week, but you'll be sitting in the stand. Wowee. What a game. Let's have a listen to the song. Tradition.
Unbelievable game.
Wow. What a game of football. And your 3 points, as you said. Wow.
All finals
That is
down
staggering.
to 3 points. Incredible.
I cannot believe that. Cannot believe it.
Horn Francis is okay. It's only cramp as well, so he's all right.
Well, we were expecting a few cramps. Pregame went first. That is enormous. And look at beautiful scenes with Jarman Impey there and Willie Rioli. That was just a game for the ages. Look, we're Power Nation. We want Port to win. We try and call them with a bit of passion, but you have to tip your hat to Hawthorn. They were enormous. If you've just joined us, Port led by 13 at quarter time, 9 at half time, 5 at three-quarter time.
Incredible.
5 minutes into the last term, they got out to an 18-point lead, and we thought they maybe are home. And then the Hawks came back, and then Sicily had a chance to win the game, and he hit the post, Willie.
Unbelievable, yeah. I thought he's a big-time player.
I know.
You wanted it in his hands. He could have been the match winner. But Hawthorn, to their credit, they fought it right out to the wire.
I'll tell you what, if we're going to have games like this every week, I want a call from this corporate box. This is unbelievable.
But what a bruising, taxing game. They're going to have to prepare well for this week.
We were saying all night, weren't we? We were saying, you don't deserve a winning fight. You've got to go out and get it. You've got to earn it. Right to the last 10 seconds.
One of Ken Higley's greatest wins tonight, no doubt.
Well, Waco, you picked Port Adelaide by 6 points. I picked them by 9. Willie, you jumped off. You picked Hawthorn by 20.
I told you though.
3-point margin, Hawks the last 2 times, and Port get it by 3.
This is ridiculous. Since 2000, this is now the 12th time that a side has lost the qualifying final by over 50 points, yet they come out and win the next week.
Well, it's going to be a matter of physicality and recovery this week, isn't it? But what a game of football. All the naysayers, all the experts, who would have known that Port Adelaide, they executed the game plan to perfection.
Spot on. And well coached Ken Hinckley, and get stuffed everyone that rang our show and said you're only tipping them because you're trying to appease your audience. No way, I stuck fat.
How about them 2 posters in that last 5 minutes?
Hey, if we take all the emotion out of it, we're having a hell of a time up here. Everyone's so happy. There's some heartbroken Hawk fans, and full credit to the Hawthorn supporters that travelled. That would be gut-wrenching, but Port Adelaide led most of the night. And let's not forget, Charlie Dixon fails a fitness test prior to the game.
Might be a good thing, though. Might have been a good thing.
Or do you bring him back in for a small ground like Sydney? I don't know. Darryl Wakeland's up on his toes. We've got a lot to get through, team. So, look, we're going to save at the moment. Let's just talk about it, some of the players, before we get into the stats.
And Kimbo, you've got to remember, last time they met about 6 weeks ago, Port did beat Sydney by over 100 points. I know it's another game with 100 points.
I was up in Darwin when that happened. My sister sent through the scores. I thought she was taking the P150.
Wakes and I couldn't believe it. One of those nights where everything went right. But this is a massive win. An absolute massive win.
51,012 fans. We were worried some might drop off after last week. Support your club, Port Adelaide. That's all I can say. No matter who you barrack for, support your club.
Stick fat. It's part of the journey, isn't it? Our heart aches, and then we get the joy of tonight.
That's what supporting a club's all about. And you get to savour moments like this. And look at Port Adelaide showing their respect to Luke Bruce. This is a class act from the Port Adelaide Footy Club. And Luke Bruce came on. He had a few little moments in his 300th game. They're going to cheer him off.
Well, you were going to give us a little bit of a fact about the age of this team, Kimbo.
Oh, well, I was just going to say, everyone talks about how young this young Hawthorn side, but their game demographic is right in the sweet spot. They have 10 players that have played over 100 games. Port Adelaide only have 9. Port Adelaide have 5 players that have played under 40 games. Hawthorn only had 3. Yeah, so they're not these young kids.
Hawthorn have got 9 players, 21 or under though, so that's pretty good. And Port have 6.
But games are king. Like when you get to 40 games, it gives you a bit of experience.
Oh, true, yeah. No, a lot of them play games, but they're a pretty young side though too. What a game of football.
I just put it in context really though, so I'm just saying there's so much talk about this young side, and we've talked about it before. They're not that young and immature. They're in game demographic.
Don't forget Bruce and Gunston missed the games too.
I know, but game demographic, and you talk to any recruiting club or general manager of footy, age demographic, game demographic. You go back to when you started playing. It takes you 40 games to believe. You get through your first season on this high, you don't know what's happening.
Can you believe Port Adelaide, they beat Hawthorn by a point, and now they're beaten by 3 points. Different ways to win. They held on tonight, but when Sicily had that ball, I thought he was going to nail that. I really did.
And if they'd got up and won that game, he would have been a genius, Sam Mitchell, to make that move the way they did. They were going to go out and win it. They thought they'd had that forward line covered. In saying that, Georgiadis got off the leash in that last quarter was outstanding. So he made such an impact in that last quarter. It just shows once again, you have to, as talented and as in form as this Hawthorn side are, you've got to go out there and get it. And Port Adelaide were perfection in that first half. The goal accuracy nearly cost them the game again.
Friday night, you savour the moment, you enjoy the victory, you know how it works, and then it's on to Sydney. The focus on... Oh, we got people giving us a few beverages here. Are you sure?
Dry.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, just off the top of your head, we'll have a look at the stats very shortly, thanks to Lodex Equipment Hire. And you know how things stick in your mind? And one thing that sticks in, well, two things that stay in my mind, the efforts of Jace Burgoyne and Jordan Sweet. Jordan Sweet was enormous.
I think Burgoyne's almost the best player on the ground. He was huge tonight, and he stood Jack Ginnivan.
Yeah.
Of all things, Ginnivan got a couple of goals, but all in all, he eclipsed him and did it pretty easily.
Oh, and Willie Rioli was so good, especially in the first half.
He looked so wise out there, didn't he? Well, as I said, I ran into him last Friday night, and he was so positive and wise and about how we're going to come out, approach it. Yeah, he's very close to Kenny. His old man was coached by Kenny over in Victoria, a big country. And
I feel so...
What an influence he had in that first half.
I know we're up and about at the moment. We're on an emotional high. I've been a supporter of Ken Hinkley's for a long time. I totally get that he's been there 12 years. People get frustrated. They want to hear a different voice. And look, whenever it happens, we know it's going to happen. But I firmly believe in 20 years' time, no matter what happens to the Port Adelaide club in that space of time, people will look back and they'll say, just maybe, when you take all the emotion out of it, just maybe he overachieved with the list that he had
I've been
for a
saying
long
that for
time.
years. Yeah.
Even now, top-end talent is the best.
It's not a great list. It's not a great list.
The top-end talent's the best he's had in his tenure there, but the depth isn't quite there. But I tell you what, if Houston was playing, if Farrell was playing, they are in it up to their eyeballs, and they still may be.
I was talking to young Farrell tonight. They ruled him out for the year. He's already starting to run.
Yeah,
and he said, who knows? He said he could be training
final
next week and playing grand final.
But would you take the risk? That's the thing. Would you take the risk?
He had a pretty bad one, they said at the time, but...
I remember Rod Jamison doing something like that in the grand final. He lasted 5 minutes.
But Wakes, where did this effort come from? Right from the opening bounce.
A Port Adelaide tradition.
It was incredible, wasn't it, though? The tackling. And Burgoyne, I thought, he got into it. It's just like he was flying for marks. He was tackling. And he stood Jack Ginnivan.
I'm just having a look here. And Narkle, he's a role player. But his attack on the ball was huge. I haven't seen that from him before. And then we see Asava Radagalier plays his best game for the club at centre-half forward. And I'm so rapt that they kept him there. Because I think he's been a nearly type of player up there.
Yeah.
He's just getting there. He's getting accustomed to playing the position again. I think it all might change next week, but he deserved a game like that. All right, we've got to jump into a break shortly, but let's take a look at some of the stats, Waco. I know you're on an emotional high at the moment. Let's check the stats out thanks to Lodex Equipment Hire. 2 days for the price of one every weekend. We'll go through what, individuals or do you want teams?
Let's go individuals to start with, and I mean some massive moment. I mean Newcomb, he was huge, wasn't he?
He was, wasn't he?
Yeah. We spoke about that man just there, Jace Burt. So Newcomb with 31, Burgoyne with 25. Ollie Wines was huge with 23. Not massive numbers, but it was an even spread. Morrison ends up having an influence late with 23. Logan Evans didn't have his kicking boots on, but had 22 and had some really nice moments. McGuinness, Scrimshaw and Amon all with 22.
One of the best games I've seen
with 20.
McGuinness play, actually.
Horn Francis, we can see he come up there injured. I think it was cramped. Late.
He's
he seemed to be quite happy walking off
Can
the
we
ground.
go back to the skipper? He just had the 20 touches, but I thought he won some crucial footy and his intensity was right up there.
Crucial goal he scored in that, I think it was that second quarter. So when you look at some of the clearances too, some massive clearances by Drew. Sweet was the one for me. Head-to-head with Lloyd Meek.
Yep.
And Lloyd Meek, we know how good a year he's
played
had.
okay too, Meek.
I know, he had a crack.
They just kept going at each other, and that was where the clearance between Wines, Francis, Sweet and Drew, they've had 22 clearances. So 22 clearances, and then the fifth on the list was Lloyd Meek when he had the 5 clearances. So that was where they got hold of it. They gave their forwards a better look at it. And we said going into the game that they would need something in the mid to high 50s, inside 50s. And they got 51. More importantly, they restricted Hawthorn to 42 inside 50s. So
that's really good.
You'll take that any day of the week.
I thought Ben Jones, the move, back into the forward line worked tonight too. He kicked a couple of goals, gave out one, just did a couple of little things. Rioli was really effective, and Georgiadis was icing on the cake. So, and Radaglia, as you said, played his best game for Port Adelaide.
Marshall was the one. Yeah. All you wanted him to do was try and kill some balls, but he was getting marked on in that first half as well, and just wasn't getting any productivity.
We should just celebrate the victory, but you have to turn your mind to next week very quickly. Marshall didn't do a lot, hasn't played a lot of footy. Do you roll the dice again? Or if Charlie, apparently was illness, if Charlie's all right on the big ground, quick kick out of centre and the big fella clunks him. And they don't have a tall defence, Sydney. You've got McCartan.
Rampy,
they're not big.
Melican will probably play.
The Pelican,
no.
It's certainly not going to be a up and back game that we saw last Thursday, is it? It's a smaller ground. There's going to be a bit of run through the middle because they can get that overlap run. That's where they're going to be most dangerous.
Has there ever been a game in footy that you can recall where a team, maybe 6 or 7 weeks ago, Wakes, has won by 20 goals? You play them again in a final on their home deck. That's a massive turnaround for Sydney. And Port Adelaide have won 7 of the last 8, haven't they? Or won their last 8 over. So that's the best team to play rather than the Giants. I'd much rather play Sydney than the GWS Giants.
Yeah, and they love playing up there too, Wilts. And, they're not afraid on that deck up there. So for whatever reason, it does seem to suit them. Although they've changed the dimensions a little bit up there, so it's not as short as it used to be there at the SCG.
I remember calling a game up there back in the day. Can't remember which network it was, Willie. I don't think it was with you at Double R. I reckon it was Triple M when Jared Polton.
Oh, yeah, yes. I was there. I called the game, but not with you.
Yeah, we did it for Triple M.
After
the worst commentary boxes ever. You're up that high,
can't see a thing.
Sticking your head out. The Port fans are happy. Thank you. I've knocked a drink over here through my excitement.
Lemonade, well done.
Yeah, well, maybe. Let's go to the team stats, Waco, before we jump into a break. Thanks to Latex Equipment Hire.
Like we said, the stats were pretty, Hawthorn was really throwing around that handball, but pretty even on disposals. Really, that overhand ball stood out. They had 40-plus handballs, Hawthorn. The goal scoring efficiency evened up. 11 goals from 42 inside 50s for Hawthorn, 11 goals from 51 inside 50s for Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide dominated the hit-outs, even a lot, plus 14 by Sweet.
What were they?
Clearances pretty even, 56 to 38. Centre clearances ended up even. It really was an arm wrestle. Remember at the end of that second quarter, Hawthorn got the ascendancy with that 3 goals in a row. But very evenly, you could not have a more even stats sheet with the exception of the inside 50s where Port Adelaide were plus 11. So marks inside 50s evened up with 10 and 8 for Hawthorn. And tackles, believe it or not, Hawthorn were up by plus 6. So it was a very, very even statistic game. And but the key thing was the holding the balls. Port Adelaide's ended up with 10 holding the balls.
Their tackling
was an incredible stat. They had 5 in that first.
What about
that probably should have been 13 because 3 of them were judged to be
was it Darcy Byrne-Jones, the last tackle on the far side? That was a game breaker. They probably won the game from them. Apart from Sicily missing.
Let's be honest. When Sicily was lining up, what did you really think?
I thought he'd kick it. He's a very good kicker.
Yeah, so did I.
Well, I thought it was through.
When he kicked it, I thought it was through.
Yeah,
hit the post.
I mean, the key part of Hawthorn's game is their intercept game and their score from intercept because when they do intercept, especially through the middle part, they play on so quickly. They know where they are in that particular point of the ground, and if any sense that they're forward or centre and they get intercept possession, they are just playing on quick or intercept mark, and they score. So they scored 76 points from intercept midfield intercept last week.
We
against
love all the
Bulldogs.
stats we get, courtesy of Latex Equipment Hire. 2 days for the price of one every weekend. Pop out and see them if you're after some equipment. Thanks very much, guys. Oh, we still got people dancing here.
And compared to tonight, only 14 points from intercepts.
Yeah.
Really?
I just thought Hawthorn early were really flighty, really fidgety, didn't play their normal game due to the pressure of Port Adelaide. It's just outstanding, wasn't it?
A question without notice, guys. If we were doing Brownlow medal votes and you had to do a 3-2-1, question without notice, which way do you think you would go? And obviously this includes the Hawthorn players, even though we're Power Nation.
I'd go Burgoyne, Newcombe, and the third one would be a toss-up. I'm not sure who the third one would be right at the
Sweet, you
Maybe
might give
Sweet
him a
was big.
Ollie Wines.
Ollie Wines was courageous.
Morrison had more of the ball. I wouldn't have given him a vote. He had more of the ball than I thought he had.
Drew had an impact. It was not a massive possession
No,
game.
Drew had 18 touches, but he was on Newcombe for a lot of the time. So I think I would nearly go Sweet. I mean, Asada Radicale was up there for a while with his contesting. Hey, Zeke Thatcher was good as well.
Terrific, some
Cowsey
terrific
Deer, we didn't
intercept
see
marks.
Deer all night. Cowsey
No.
Deer
I know.
really quiet.
Didn't kick a goal. Left him out of a multi. Clever move.
Gunston wasn't cited either. I think he should be probably retiring. No, he's signed another year.
I gave him another year.
Kalshadir's the one. He's going to get a lot of work into him, as we saw tonight. So he's going to
build
he's
up
the
a
key
bit too.
post.
He's
He's the
only a
key
pup.
post. He's got under the guard, as he's seen last week. He got under the guard of that Bulldogs back line.
He's
But
19 years old. I think he's going to be a star.
Just turned
Just
19.
quickly, before we go to a break, and we need one. If you just joined us, Port Adelaide winning in front of 51,012 fans by 3 points in the end. It was a game for the ages, and talk about redemption. I was carrying on like a pork chop at the end of the game, but it was redemption, wasn't it?
Well,
They
three
copped
finals
so
all
much.
decided by 3 points.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
That's
uncanny.
weird. All right, let's just quickly do then who was the toughest of the day, thanks to Kona Cranes and D-Mag, shaping next generation material handling.
There's so many tough players today. Take your pick. The little skinny ones like a Burgoyne.
He was
Or
tough.
the big balls through the centre.
I mean, considering Butters last week and what he's copped this week, I'd
true.
probably give it to Butters. He just kept putting. He's had the 8 tackles. He
And
still had 6 clearance.
2 big tackles in the first term that were front on.
Yeah.
I'm thinking those little skinny ribs
I
of
thought
his.
Jordan Sweet was tough.
Oh, he was
when
huge,
he
yeah.
ran down the
Oh,
shovel.
yeah.
Oh, that was a
Right.
massive
Well, that
moment.
could be a big moment. We'll
Massive
get to that.
moment.
So many,
Guys,
you know-
who's toughest then? I'm going to go Sweet.
Yeah, Newcombe was tough
Yeah,
too.
I'll go Sweet for a
John,
4-quarter
yeah.
effort. Hit outs,
Right.
tackles,
We are Port Adelaide,
clearance.
so-
Bloody oath we are. We're going to take that. We're going to jump into a break. We've got a bit to get through. We're with you right through till 10:25.
Have you got us to Sydney next week or not?
Well,
Are you working on
hopefully.
it?
I'll be texting the boss. Don't you worry about that. They send Hawk Radio over here, or Hawk Nation
Good
and
point.
Blues
Good point.
Nation
Yeah.
from Melbourne to here. Well, we should be going up there. Fait accompli, isn't it?
It's in your contract,
Put
isn't
my
it?
hand up,
I don't know
Kimber.
about that. Yeah. Well, you have to, Waco. You're our port man. All righty, we're going to take a break. This is Power Nation. This has been a cracking game. We hope you've enjoyed it. If we're too up and about, we don't apologise. We were pumped. It was just brilliant to watch. Port Adelaide getting up by 3 points.
That quarter on Power Nation was for Toolkit Depot. Kickstart spring at Toolkit Depot.